Skipping. Urgent message.
Rising sign, Porcupine. I guess you're not up and at 'em yet. This is me. And they call me with the message. Alright? Thanks. Bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
Trying to get a line to call you. It's been, so problematic for some reason tonight. I can't get a dial tone to call you. So this is my fourth location, and the phone went through. I couldn't talk earlier because it was right there. So if you haven't gone to sleep, call me back. Thanks. Bye. Just wanted to say goodnight anyway. All right.
Urgent message.
Hi. I hate that your phone keeps rejecting me. You must have a really bad connection. Anyway, I don't know. It's 11:42. It's not even late. So if you're not asleep, call me back. All right, bye.
Skipping. Urgent message.
This is Dee. Please give me a call when you get this message. It's just not even about being negative right now. It's about sorting out some very serious feelings that I had for you. And, not being able to reach out and touch you and talk to you when I think it's necessary, when I deem it, emotionally necessary to talk, not being able to do those things. I was not ready to subject myself to that type of, and I was not able to endure it. And I think the way you're responding is just making it even worse for me. So I need to talk to you with regards to that, and just, maybe the talk you suppose that we should be having, that needs to take place then, obviously. I don't know. Your reaction to everything is really disappointing. And I need to talk to you. So call me and don't be acting like that towards me. That's probably the situation, how you normally deal with it, but that's just not going to work. So formulate your thoughts, processing and all that, whatever you need to do, and call me because I want to talk to you. I'm so falling in love, and it's not a good thing because I know that this is ultimately not going to end. It's not going to happen. So I need to talk that through with you. I need to express that to you, okay? And if I haven't said enough already, that's just where I am, so that you know. Bye.
To say thank you for letting me have a couple of days to actually think about what freaking happened the other night. Anyway, it was so funny how I had my whole mind made up on, when you leave your ass alone, I just felt like you was trouble. And it's so interesting how vibe is because I was right, I ain't gonna lie, I do have questions. I'm like, how do you do that? Who taught you that? Are you a goddamn professional? So on a real note, that was amazing. It was totally, perfect. If I were to vision what I want my man to be sexually, you would be that person, hands down. Am I mad at you? Hell yeah, because you know that you got those skills. So for you to do that to me, that was not nice at all. Because I was getting to know you in a whole different way, and it was cool too. That other way was also nice, So I don't know. It makes me more curious about who you are and what you're really about. I won't lie, But again, I keep feeling that vibe of how you gonna do me like that? That is not nice. So you definitely, at some point, will have to give me that explanation because I'm just real curious. But that's it. I'm not, in any way meaning anything else. I think I'm okay. I'm staying away from you. I'm still gonna stick to that one. But I definitely want to know. I'm dude, are you on TV?
This is Robert Frank, and you're listening to the ManMindset.com Dating Help for Men with your host, Steve the Dean Williams.
I'm Tyrone, and you're listening to the ManMindset.com Dating Help for Men with your host, Steve Dean Williams. So get on board, long dick style.
Steve the Dean Williams, give me your chain, punk. Yeah, sleep with your lights on. I still got the bicycle. Much love, Steve. Do what you do. God bless.
Steve, congrats on your motherfucking podcast, The Man Mindset. You can go to manmindset.com and listen to it. Keep up the good work, fellas. All right.
The following program is rated MAN. It contains real game, learning your value as a man, original ways to have her face in the pillow and her ass up in the air. I'm talking her knees pushed so far back, it's touching her shoulders. Touching her without touching her. Having a woman respecting your every move. Buying you gifts. Cooking and cleaning with a smile. And knowing her place at the table. So, for all you human males, cupcakes, surface dwellers, and grass-eating lions, viewer discretion is advised. Meaning, if you don't like the truth, then go find a show that helps you cuddle, complain, and cry about women. Just get the fuck out of here.
I got the man mindset, I got the man mindset, got so many girls on deck, cause I got the man mindset, let's go. When it come to dating, ain't nobody better, giving you the insight, being hella honest, teaching you the game, just like that, time to connect with the man mindset. Have fun, gotta come and learn with a real one. Hosted by Steve the Dean Williams. Get everybody talking when you step in the building. Showing men how to pull women, go get them like it's really no situation you can't handle. Believe Steve giving you all the answers. When it come to dating, talking and texting, keep the conversation hella interesting. And it don't matter if you're married or single. He's showing you the game, giving you the insight. You gotta be smooth, keep it cool, that's right. So the next date, you sure to have a good night. Ain't no hesitating, time to level up. You think you a player? Well, it's time to be a better one. Need to check Steve, that is who you need. Got you pulling ladies so fast you wouldn't believe. That's right. So tell me if you ready, we gon' get it poppin'. Ain't no doubt about it. You be dating with so many options cause you know you got it. So fly, so fresh. Yes, this is the man mindset.
It is game. Well, wait a minute. I don't think you motherfuckers are listening. I said it is game time.
I always start off the right one, man. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Ah, man, I'm sorry. Make sure I got that clean, man. Hey, you gotta be clean, girl. All right, it's clean. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I am the Dean. Class is in session. Welcome to the show. First off, I want to give a shout at the 179 on 12/15/21. It was a live like record. If you were there, you made history until history is going to be broken. Welcome all you guys to the show, man. I hope all you guys are doing well. I am your host, the Dean. Class is in session, guys. Get your crayons out. As I always say before, we want to give you a few things. First off, we want you guys to go ahead and get your notebooks out, gentlemen. Go ahead and take notes. Also, if you have a question, just put a Q in the chat room if there's something you need clarity on, and ask the question. If you're talking to a woman right now and you don't know what you're doing and you want help and you're texting you need help, just put a T right there. Also, if you're talking to a woman and she says something that throws you off, just put a W in there and ask the question, and I will go off the top of my head and show you what game is actually about. Now, if you are new to this, I welcome you with open arms. I always welcome my dogs with open arms. But one thing I do want to say for everybody out there who is new, if you're starting, please, gentlemen, take a moment and get your puzzle pieces. Go to Walmart, go to the Dollar General store, go to a place wherever you go and get your puzzle pieces, because that is going to be the start of how you begin to grow what I'm teaching you, to get you in the process of connecting and being one with yourself. If you are new here, understand we are all about you as a individual, not as a collective. We are working on your mindset, and we're making sure that you have the proper mindset. Also out there, for all the ladies out there that's listening, how you ladies doing? What's up? The women listeners, we got a lot of women listening to this show on and off. So I just want to say, what's up to the ladies? What's up? how you ladies doing and all that other stuff. So just definitely want to say that to you ladies. What I've decided on doing, as far as instead of throwing everything at one hand, what we'll do at the beginning of the very first hour, we'll go into the creed. So that's how we'll do it. So we will talk and go into everything right now, but once we hit the first hour, we'll take a break, put your notebooks down, and then we'll go over the creed at the top of the first hour. Well, I mean the second hour, excuse me. And once the first hour is up with. So once we do the creed, we'll definitely do the creed. So we'll do that at 9 East. Okay, 9 East. We'll hit the creed at 9 East. Okay. So we have a lot to talk about as usual. I'm here to answer any of your questions. So make sure you guys put a Q in any of your questions that you had. Okay. And we would go from there. Okay. I'm just trying to read this, and I hate to start the show off with such frivolous and trivial things, but it's popped into the thing, so I might as well answer this shit. He says, listen to this shit, fellas. My ex, as of now, gets mad at me because I put my plans over her. Okay. Wanted to talk to her after getting back late from babysitting her brother's kids. I had my plans made before she was free. He also says, let me remind you, okay? Oh, God. Saying that she's tired. She says she needs to get some rest. We'll talk tomorrow. And she says good night, whatever. We'll text in the morning comes. And she's bitching about, I've had enough of her because I put my foot down. A lot she still does is childish, nasty attitude. So I told her we're done. Deleted and blocked her on everything. I don't understand some of you guys out here why y'all wait so long to tolerate such disrespect and women dogging you out like that. Doesn't sound right, doesn't sound good. I don't understand why one would even do that, but anyway, I don't even know why he's even talking about this anyway. So let's talk for a second about getting to the game. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about and discussing, just taking a moment and trying to reel and look and focus back in on things. Because sometimes, see, a lot of you don't understand. When a lot of you are new to the game, a lot of you guys don't understand game. What you begin to do is you kind of drift because you're not used to having a solid foundation of constantly working on you all the time, okay? And we want to make sure that we just talk about some of these things, the importance of your mindset, okay? Why does it matter so much to always work on yourself, always challenge yourself, always grow, and always go beyond a point in which you think that you cannot go beyond. Okay, we'll talk about that. Okay. All right. So we want to make sure we talk about that. Now, remember, see, the thing is about how your mind works. Okay. For so many of you guys out here, most of you are stuck in this middle part where you just feel like sometimes I'm good at it and sometimes I'm bad at it and all this other stuff. And it's really you not really trusting you to be who you need to be for yourself. Okay. Because all of this comes down to yourself, who you believe in, how you believe, how you move, how you think. All these things come down to you. It doesn't come down to what I think, because what I think has nothing to do with your growth. But what I try to do all the time is to get you to see that your thinking is why you are failing as an individual, not as a collective. Because most people don't really go with the depth that I'm trying to get for a lot of you guys. Okay. Now, whatever you do, it really doesn't matter. I mean, what you believe about you is the most important thing. And the truth is that most of you guys don't believe in yourself, but yet you expect a woman to actually believe in you. And what you believe in yourself, whether it is a good thing or a bad thing, your thoughts that you have or you don't have, or what you're standing on or what you're not standing on, will always play a role in whether you achieve it or not. You know, like I said before, we're in the second month of the year, and on the 20th day, second month, 20th day of the year, and most of you guys are still the same. Most of you guys have not grown. Most of you guys have digressed, and most of you guys have been dying on the inside, and you don't even understand how your thoughts of what you actually create as a man, is actually shaping how you make sense, not only of yourself, but how you perceive the world, gentlemen. How you perceive the world. And this is where it's so vital for so many of you guys, and where y'all kind of go wrong in all of this. When you're looking for somebody else to force you to see the world, uh, versus you opening yourself up to be guided to see your world, it's like a night and day thing. And this is why most of you guys are always going to have the issues that you have, not only with women, the world, family, friends, and yourself. Okay. Because of how you make sense of the world. Doesn't matter how you feel in the world, how you make sense of everything that you do, from approaching a woman to texting a woman to taking her out, how you feel, how you see it, your perception. Okay. Because most of you out here, your perception, unfortunately, is tied into tricking, running behind women, kissing a woman's ass, and trying to be things that you think she wants you to be. And this is where you will never be a true student of the game, and you will get the game ran on. You'll get ran over by someone who knows how weak-minded one is when he thinks that way. And see, most of you guys don't understand that why you need to trust the world that you are creating, and why you need to sit on the throne that you're sitting on, is because this all comes down to how not only do you believe in your abilities, but how can you use those abilities to position yourself to show the woman why she should get with you, versus sit around and run behind her and try to be what you think she wants you to be. See, so many of you guys get it all twisted, and so many guys call and they always talk about women. They always talk about situations with women. They always bring up women, which is fine because you're learning. I get it. You're learning, and I don't want to knock you for learning. It's just that your focus is so much on the wrong thing that you just don't realize you're going in a circle over and over and over and over again, because of how you see the world. See, the reason why, and I always tell you, I kick guys out all the time, and I tell guys they're not for this. And it's not because I'm trying to be a dick. It's not that I'm trying to be mean or rude. Okay. It's that for so many of these guys out there, um, they don't want to actually grow. They have this thought that a safe thought that I don't want to fail. So what I'm going to do to not fail is not try. But yet I want all the results of the men that actually try. They also look at the world in such a negative perspective, feeling like they can't win and feeling like they're not good enough. They look at the world and think that the world owes them something, as if women owe them something, the world owes them something or something like that. uh they look at things as, now absolutes are okay when it's used the right way, but when you are not growing and you say I either have it or I don't, because I know I don't have it, I'll never will get it, but yet you'll go to somebody that will not teach you how to get it. You'll go to somebody to keep reinforcing why you won't get it, because your mentors and your teachers and see, this is a weird slippery slope that we're in. We have a lot of people today that have the right to post YouTubes and things like that. But just because you can hit play and on a camera and go live on a stream doesn't mean you actually are teaching anything. And if you think complaining about something is teaching you something, then you have already been lost. But you must, guys, you must understand the rules of the game and how they work is that you are supposed to be exactly where you are. You're not supposed to, most guys are not supposed to understand game or win in the game. I mean, you have guys today that think that, well, I can't talk about that's in the book. I was about to say something, but no, I don't want to talk about that. I'll talk about that later once y'all get that. But what I'm saying for all you guys out there, most of you guys don't look at your foundations, and your foundation, unfortunately, for most guys who don't want to win, they look at their childhood, or they look at going through high school as an adolescent. Your body's changing, you're getting hair, things are happening to you. And for a lot of young men, it's very confusing. And at the same time, you either want to be noticed, you want to be liked, you want to be part of something, and you feel that if I'm not a part of it, that something's wrong with me. And there's a lot of there's a lot of upset people, and there's a lot of young men that are upset over things that they have no control over. As I said before, I know I will never have the control over a woman until I get the invite. I will never control her. I will never have any, I would have, it's not up to me if she wants to move forward with me. But why she moves forward with me is a whole different thing, because of the attitudes that I have that are authentically me. That's what makes her go forward with me. But see, I don't try to fit into what she wants me to be. But the reason why I get her fast is because she cannot understand why I am what I am, why I have so much assertiveness, why am I fearless, and why I take risks. And she can't understand why her sexuality, her body, and all that other stuff is not the thing that will move me like it does a surface dwelling guy. And again, it's not bad to be called surface dweller. It's just what it is on the surface. Most of you guys look at the body. You think the body is everything, and I will never knock a woman's body. A body is a body, but a body isn't game. It never will be game. And for so many of you guys, y'all just don't understand the impact of how things hurt you and how things slow you down, because so many of y'all feel like you're challenged. You feel like you feel like you're faced with difficult moments. You feel like there's these things called stressful situations, wondering what to do, sometimes the negative feelings that you have from these situations, sometimes they can feel overwhelming. And sometimes it feels like the solution is so far away, and the challenges that you have and all this other stuff. You feel like there are no solutions out there. You feel like you can't grow because you're not growing right now. And it's so many things that are going through you young men's mind that will hold you down and hold you back from your greatness. But for a lot of guys, what they will do to make themselves feel better, they will, because of the hook and the drug of YouTube, they will go somewhere either that tears women down to make them feel better, or they'll go to a motivation that makes them feel better. But the problem is they're going to an outside source to make them feel something that they're actually not going to feel, and that is better. It is just like putting a band-aid over a cracked dam. It's going to eventually crack and explode and break the bandage. But this is why we have to take a moment and think about things, okay? Not try to change things, but try to think about things, okay? Start to see that when you were young, when you were a baby or when you were born, that you just you just had certain thoughts to yourself, okay? Trying to change your personality, um, trying to change who you are, trying to expand your mind, expand your world, or change your body, or change your situations, or whatever it is. But the problem is, most people can't do that. I had a guy ask me today, why did I get in that guy's ass that we kept giving $100 to EO? And I said that, you can't buy your way into the game. And that's what a lot of guys do. And see, when a lot of guys buy their way into the game and put money into the game, they automatically think just because they're spending money that they are allowed to teach you guys or give you guys advice when they don't know even what the fuck they're talking about. That's why I said something. Because the one thing I won't do is we're not going to let somebody who doesn't have game try to teach you guys. Because you know how I am. I don't like people that uh feel like they're better than the class just because they might have better clothes, better shoes, or brand new books. It doesn't give them the freedom to open their mouth and try to tell you guys what they think you should know when they don't know ain't shit. So that all that stuff is important, man. And as men, we got to make sure that we focus on manhood. Guys, again, if y'all want to call in, we got the number here, 563-999-3056. If you have a question, make sure you put a Q there or a text message to help you. But if you want to continue to bird watch, that is fine. I'm never mad at you guys bird watching. I'm cool with you bird watching. But you do have to understand why you are failing, because men don't bird watch. Men are selfish enough to begin to ask questions for themselves, to help themselves, and not just sit around and just look and be afraid. And I know it goes back to high school. I mean, even junior high school or elementary school. Sometimes you had the answer, sometimes you didn't. There was one time you thought you had to answer something, so you raised your hand. You said the answer, you failed at the answer, and all the kids started laughing at you. So what you did on that point, you set yourself on such a pathway that even though you might have the answer, you don't trust the answer because of the response of the kids. And that stuck with you through elementary, junior high, high school, and maybe even college, or even at your job, where here's an opportunity to answer a question, but because of the judgments that you have, not only of yourself, but of other people, that you stay silent. And hey, man, a closed mouth ain't going to be fed in this game. It just isn't. A closed mouth will never get fed in the game. And that's something that hopefully you guys, you can understand. See, um, most people out here, just how you think in such a negative way. Most of you guys don't even realize how negative you are, not only to yourself, but how you are with women. It's just your patterns of thinking. But Your patterns of thinking is not necessarily you yet. See, most of you guys actually think when you are thinking negative thoughts, it's actually you thinking the negative thoughts. No, it's not you thinking the negative thoughts. You're just a pawn in that game of thinking negative thoughts because that person that is in your head and he's in my head and he's in everybody's head trying to tell you how you should lead yourself versus you telling him how we should lead each other, right? So most of you guys have this, all these this magnification. Like I said, maybe it started in elementary school. You rose your hand, you asked a question because you didn't get the question right, and all the kids laughed at you. You magnified the whole situation, and that set you on a path road. Now, so every time that things didn't go right for you, you took the rejection and you magnified it to a point where it was so big and so scary that you would truly run away from it because you don't even trust it. You feel like it's more than what it is. Like I said the other night, like you are like when you talk to a woman, you think everybody's just like looking at you and wondering what you're doing and watching your every move like you're the only person in the world, and this is not it. Also, it will do harm to you. Is the worst thing is it makes you actually a mind reader, like you're sitting around making assumptions about what other people are thinking, and then what you're going to do is you project what you think, your fears of that stuff, on somebody else. Okay, you see a woman and automatically assume, I know she's not going to like me. I know she's going to reject me. I know she has a boyfriend. I know she wouldn't date a guy like me. She looks like the kind of woman that's going to date a guy with a body. She looks like the kind of woman that would date a guy that has status. I don't have status. And because I don't have status, she would never like me because I know women like her just by looking at her. She sees me as a loser. And how dare her see me as that when she doesn't even know me? Who does she think she is? She doesn't know who I am. She never met me. Oh man, F her. She ain't shit. And here's the thing. You never even said a word to a woman. The woman across from you could be thinking to herself, oh my God, he is so fucking hot, fly, cute, sexy. Just come talk to me. I'm just so nervous. I just can't do it. I'm frozen. But maybe if I stand here a little bit longer and act like I'm really looking at the fruit or looking at a book or looking at spaghetti in the aisle, maybe he'll just come over and start a conversation. That's all I need you to do is start a conversation. You look so cute. You look so like you have so much depth in you, and you look like there could be someone I would love to talk to. Come talk to me. And you don't. And the thing that's so amazing that most of you guys never understood is that, do you know who was really actually home on Friday and Saturday night in high school and some in college? Do you know who's home by themselves? The pretty ones, the sexy ones, the beautiful ones. Why are they the ones that are home? Because everybody automatically assumes that they have somebody and they're too chicken shit to go talk to these women. So these women themselves create a mindset of, I'm just not good enough. Remember, I keep telling you, the prettier she is, the bigger her insecurity are. Let me check the phone lines real quick. Lines are open. The greater her insecurities are. But a lot of guys don't see that. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm saying. So as when you don't see it, you're never going to see it because of all that other stuff. But what really kills you is that it's like your mind needs to be fed so it can feed you. So it's like, okay, women let's look at that. All single mothers are this. All women are that. When a woman has this is what she is, and this is over generalizing things, okay? And that implies you guys or your mind looking to be fed. He's looking for somebody to feed him the food of negative experiences to create a false future, not a present, but a false future. So what he does is he gets a lot of these young men to follow a lot of these fake YouTubers thinking that they know the answer. But see, they're so caught up into the overgeneralizing everything. They're not even missing the mark of actually what's happening to them. They get caught up into listening to things that aren't actually true about women. And again, this is why I keep telling you, I mean, the fellas, we don't care enough about what happens to women. Women are just going to do their thing, so are we. We're going to do our thing. But my thing is never going to overgeneralize a woman, because as a man, I can never generalize a woman off of somebody else's experience. See, the pipe hitters that I rode with, we never judge women. If I cut a woman off or a woman cut me off, it was never any judgment. It was something we laugh about. If a woman cut off one of my boys, it was something that we laughed about. And if a woman cut off my boy and try to give me play, or a woman cut off me and try to give my boy play, he and I would negotiate a settlement of draft picks and things like that. I'll trade her. I have no problem trading her, but I'll never get mad at her for getting sick and tired of me not giving her the time that she wants. And if she thinks he's going to give her the time, then him and I will negotiate a trade, and we'll trade her over to there, and I'll get compensation, and we move on. That's just how men are. But men never just get we don't get around or sit down like while we're eating at the table and we just kick back, or we go into the movies and we just kick back. We don't talk about oh, women this, and oh, they're so bad, and oh, they're so mean, and oh, I can't say no. We like, man, we already know what it is, man. It's like, man, what's up with old girl? Yeah, man, she's still hanging around. Matter of fact, she wanted me to come through. I told her after I hang out with the fellas and shit, I come through, man. I'm not rushing to get that pussy. I already got it. I ain't rushing for that shit. I mean, that's just how we are. That's how we talk. We don't overgenerate. We just move and shit. That's how men are. We always are constantly moving. But when your mind is pushing you towards something like overgeneralizing something that you don't even know about, what's happening is your mind needs its fix. Like a druggie, he needs his fix. The only way he can get his fix is convince you that where you're going and what you're listening to is beneficial to you. Even though it's not been, there's no benefit in hearing about someone's life in family court. There's no benefit in hearing about what happened to Dr. Dre or Jeff Bezos or some guy. It just doesn't. It doesn't benefit you. Now, one can say, "Well, yeah, it may benefit me because if I meet a girl, I mean, the chances of that happening are like, I don't know, 1,000,000,000 to 1, infinity to 1. I mean, it never happens for the average guy. Gentlemen, if y'all want to call in, the number is 563-999-3056. Guys, you got a question, put a Q in there. We got you covered. We're chopping up game here. But what I'm saying to most of you guys out there, there's so many layers to this, so many layers to seeing what you are and what you're not. But you've got to start looking at game for what it is versus what you think it is. Game is not about what happens when you are in front of a woman. Game is not about what happens when you send your first text message, when you set up your first date or have your first date. That is not game. All a game is really understanding who you are, why you are, how you can recognize you and how you move in this world. A world that is just like life, game, all these things constantly moving in one direction, constantly moving in one direction. And why is it that women love guys out there that just keep everything a buck? What is it about them? What is it about them that maybe some of you guys are not doing? What I mean, have y'all ever thought or asked yourself, what am I not doing? What am I doing to mess up with women? And technically you're not necessarily messing up, but because of how you feel about yourself, you think you're messing up. And that's what I'm saying. See, most people are always experiencing bad things. But the worst thing that you surface dwellers do that you're masters of. And this is something I never want to be a master of, but you're a master of it. Yes, in this thing that I'm saying, you have more skills than me, Lucario, EO50, Miles, and Zag. You have more experience than all of us combined together. We will never have as much experience as you have in what I'm about to tell you. You are the grand master of it. And if any of us wanted it, we would have to actually go to you to get it because we don't have it. We don't know how to achieve it. We don't know to where to get it from. We don't know how to incorporate it or indoctrinate it into our lives. And that is, you are the masters of pretending, lying, and wearing a mask. You are. You pretend to be something that you're not. You try to be cool, and you don't even know what fucking cool is. You try to be smooth, have no idea what smooth is. You try to be charming, you try to be attractive, you try to be sweet, you try to be smart, you try to be intellectual. Everything you're doing, you're trying to do. And when it comes to that, you are the masters of this. You are so far away from yourself that it's easy. See, you don't understand how easy it is to be somebody else. The hardest thing in the world, gentlemen, is to be yourself. So hard for you to be that. So hard to be your authentic self because you place judgments on yourself. You think you're not cool. You think you're ugly. You think that your clothes are terrible. You think that your place you're living is not best. It's not a pad, or your car is not nice and stuff like that. What I'm saying that you don't see you as an asset. You don't see you as an asset. But because you don't see yourself as one, it's easy to go to your tree and pick a mask of what you want to be today and try to pretend what you want to be. You have guys on the internet right now that will grab the mask. Now, and let me show you what I'm talking about. So, most of y'all didn't understand. So, in the 80s, like MTV used to be videos, gentlemen. I mean, the shit that you see now is all reality TV shows and stuff. But I'm telling y'all, there was a time in the 80s, MTV and BET, even VH1, they only played videos, music videos. That was it. Everything you see now is a new part of them, but they would play 24 hours a day, nonstop, were videos. That's it. They just play videos all day. But why do I want to tell you? Because the flashier the video, the more airtime they got. Thus, it helped the artist a lot. So when the artist realized he needed a hit or something, his marketing team outside of him We're looking at what can we do to draw in people to watch your videos. What can we do? Hell, even if the video is bad, what can we do to draw people in? And somewhere along the way, someone figured out that the artist can be terrible. The artist might not ever be to rap, sing, do anything. And what we can do is we can cover up the artist and surround him with certain things that we know the audience is going to be drawn into. So they actually had somebody who this artist probably lived in an apartment, but they had somebody on his team to drive in an affluent or high, very rich neighborhood, knock on that door and negotiate a contract with those people to allow them to use that person's house to either use it or rent it out to shoot said video, because they know a lot of these young sheepish guys, they love a lifestyle where they tie in success as a big house on the hill. So once they got the house, they had to actually then go to the car dealerships or places to either rent cars where they just line the cars up. They don't drive them. They have the people line the cars up in a certain area because the lighting and the directing, everything's got to be lined up perfectly. Why? Because there are people out there that tie nice cars into success, same as the houses. Then when you think it's over, nah, we got another thing. We got to go and we got to ice them out. We got to put jewelry on them. We got to get jewelry on them, and we got to take empty bottles of expensive wines and liquors and just fill them up with water or ginger ale. Nobody's going to know what's in the bottle because no one's even drinking it. But we've got to make it look like this guy is living that lifestyle, because there's having people that will associate jewelry, bling, and holding crystal or something like that, a bottle of it, an empty bottle, or a bottle that they labeled it and filled it up with water, where you can see it swish around and maybe see him take the shot. Okay, so they would fill it with that. And then last but not least, the most important thing is they have to go to the agencies and say, okay, we need a casting call of models. And they've got to be white. They got to be white for the white guys and those that like white girls. They've got to be black for the black guys and those that like black girls. We might need to throw an Asian in there. We need a redhead in there. We need a brunette. We definitely need some blondes. Okay, so what do you got? Let's look at the script. All right, she'll do. So, ladies, this is what we're going to do. We're about to shoot a video. Here's your money. This is what we want you to do. We want you to wear your most scandal-clad outfit. We want you to dance, and we want you to pretend like you're having a good time with this person, because what we need to market and promote is a false sense of reality. That's what we need to promote. So when they get all these components together, then they're saying action, they're shooting the video, and then once the video's shot, it's not done yet. Because after the video's shot, the video must be taken to an editing studio. And it is that time they've got to edit it to make every curve, nook, and cranny. They got to make everything look perfectly perfect to the individual that watches this and says to himself that that's what I want to be. That's the lifestyle I have. I want to have a lifestyle like that guy. And that's where they get you. And it's no different than what you guys are doing today. It's been like this since the 80s, 90s. Then I think The Real World was our first reality show and shit. And then everything just spun out of control. But what's happening for you guys is that you have people that are doing just like the videos. You got people renting cars, renting jets, boats, and women. And they're saying that, yeah, this is what a man is. A man is the one that's in the boat. A man's the guy that has the women. Or what you'll see in the motivational videos, what you'll see somebody sweating, you'll see someone jogging, you see someone lifting weights or climbing a mountain and all this other shit, and they know that it gives you a false perception of motivation. Okay, it's a false perception, but your mind knows that it's a false perception, but he knows that he must get you to believe in the false and fake perception in order to keep a hold on you. See, it's very hard for somebody to even realize that the game is not about women. It's such a difficult thing to do, to actually say to yourself that, you know, it can't, no, it can't be. It just can't. It's kind of like I give you an example. When Neo started freaking out in the fucking Matrix the first time, he's like, no, it can't be that way. It can't be, because see, your mind cannot connect what it is you're seeing. You know, sometimes your mind cannot, when your mind cannot connect with the body, that's where you get queasy, easy, and like you throw up and shit like that. So that's just how game goes. How you get what you want from a woman. What do you mean? I don't understand. What do you mean? How do you get what you want from a woman? That doesn't make any sense. I need you to answer more of a question. Tone asked this question. Politics aside, do you think Donald Trump is a good role model for guys? Listen, let me tell you why I love Donald Trump. I've always loved him since the I think it was WF or WE, and he was fighting Vince McMahon. See, the problem is that right now, for a lot of you young boys who have just lived with mommy, who have got participation trophies, who was taught it's okay to give in, quit, do it later, and don't have any drive. You grow up into these adults that have this mindset, and then you run into somebody that tells you you ain't shit. And he doesn't give a fuck what you think. And then you feel some kind of way about that individual, because that individual doesn't give a fuck about what you say and think. And you feel some kind of way. You know, I don't ever like to talk politics on here, nor will I ever. But I love Donald Trump's attitude. He just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. And for those that win in the game, love people like this, because if any of y'all have done any of your history on that man, you will always see look up, ask how many rap videos has he been in? How many photos has he been in with rapper? I mean, everybody loved that motherfucker until he decided to start telling motherfuckers what to do. That's when everyone started to hate him, because he started not to give no fucks about what you think. He's just gonna talk about what is. So that's all. So a lot of people don't like real men. So they rather someone come galloping in that's a little softer, that's not rough around the edges. And he's all about kumbaya, holding hands, and everybody getting a trophy just for participating type thinking. And this is what we're in right now. And this is why we're dealing with what we're dealing with right now. Let's see here. What is this? Is there something you don't understand? Is there something you don't understand? What do you wait? Okay. Wait a second. I don't understand even the question. Maybe you're asking the question wrong. Can you ask the question again? You're saying, is there something you don't understand about women? Or you mean you as in you, or you as in, I don't know what you mean, bro. Listen, it's very important. This is important about the game. Is that it's important to articulate what you're saying. Okay. Now listen. In Chief, no, real men do not take Jewish people and kill them. Okay. Real men are not racist and hate black people like he did. Real men did not just want to keep everything fucking Aryan like, you know, the whitest of white, where you had to be a blue-eyed blonde motherfucker to be accepted in the world. So please don't say no shit on this station like that, because I'll get rid of your ass, okay? Just fucking think before you say things, because you don't even know what a man is, and yet you're saying this is what I'm saying. You're not even a man, yet you're trying to define what a man is. And that's your problem. You're too busy trying to define something that you know nothing about. So please stop talking like that. Please, man. Take your fucking Aryan ass somewhere else. Nobody wants to hear that fucking shit you got to say, man. But this is the problem with a lot of you guys, man. Okay? A lot of you guys are like this. So, hey, Chief, hey, wait. Guys, like I say, Chief, let me show you how we do this. Chief, I appreciate that you're here, but unfortunately, this is not the place for you. I wish you the best and luck in your endeavors, and I wish that who you follow will hopefully help you be a better man. But we can't help you here. We'll see you later, sir. And that's all you got to do, man. You just let them go, dog. That's all you do. You don't need to you don't need to sit around and try to fit in a narrative. This is what I'm saying. You got to learn how to dismiss things in your life that are not going to help you grow. There's a lot of things in this game that doesn't help you grow. And somebody thinking that way is not going to help you grow. Don't worry. He's good. He's gone. Don't worry about him. Let's keep our eyes going forward. Guys, the lines are open. Let me check the lines real quick. Guys, y'all want to call in? Area code 563-999-3056 is the number. But yeah, getting back. But it's not, see, Jimmy, it's not about who Donald Trump is as you see him. And that's what I think a lot of you guys don't understand. Okay. Richie asked the question. Steve would say men are responsible and I don't. Okay, guys, when y'all are asking questions, please be more clear on what you're saying. You're just saying shit that doesn't make any sense. So when you ask a question, brother, just make sure you ask it and articulate it right. Okay. So not only I can understand it, but everybody else that's listening can understand it. Okay. But like I was saying about people, just like give you an example, like a Donald Trump. I won't say Donald Trump because I don't want to talk about him, but like a Donald Trump. See, a lot of people hate people that are in control of their lives. A lot of people in the world who are not in control of their lives, they either envy people like that or hate people like that because they want the control that he has, not in his towers and not in his money, but it's the mindset that he has that a lot of people want to have that they can't have. So they will either envy him for his mindset or they will hate him for his mindset. And this is how the world works. And this is part of the problem for a lot of you guys, because you can't recognize who you are to you if you're thinking about how another man operates his world for himself. He operates his world for himself. But one can say, well, Steve, if Donald Trump operates his world for himself, just like those red pill guys operate the world for themselves, then why are you always so harsh on those guys, but you're not harsh on Donald Trump? See, I'm showing you, I'm being my own, I'm just checking me on that, and I will explain. And it's very easy, okay? Hey, productions, B Productions, just ask your question, man, all right? Just ask your question. That's all you got to do, man. You don't have to tell me you have a question. Just ask your question. The difference between Donald Trump and the difference between the guys in the red pill and all that other shit is that Donald Trump is not trying to create a cult. Donald Trump is not trying to indoctrinate you on thinking like him. He's not trying to make you into a clone like him. He's not trying to take your innocent mind and he's not trying to warp it for you to be something that you're not, to really fuck yourself over, okay? That's the reason. All right. All right. Sorry to say, no, hey, listen, first off, KB, there are no dumb questions. Okay? There are no dumb questions. Sounds like it's a dumb question. If the red pill guys like to talk about hypergamy and how bad it is, how come they don't How come they do not become the hypergamy? Well, okay. All right, listen. And I think it's a great question, but I think you're missing the point of why when you have game, you'll understand more. I am going to use what do I want to use? I'm gonna use cologne. I'm gonna use this, okay, to give you an example. Let's say this is hypergamy. All right. Now, the person that's trying to push this is saying to himself, okay, how can I use this to indoctrinate people to believe that this is real? That this is the reason why you're not winning with women. Okay. That's the question. I got to come up with a word. And I've got to ride on that word because, like I said, I got to ride on this cologne right here to make sure that I indoctrinate you guys that's in theater number one. This is only because a lot of you guys are in theater number one. I've got to indoctrinate you. Hold on, let me make sure the lines are open wide before I tell you all this. Lines are open still. That I got to indoctrinate you this. See, the problem is when you talk about hypergamy, you're talking about something that really is just a play on words. It's like not even cologne. Let's just say a drug. It's a drug. It's like a mental drug for the mind of a young man that does not believe in himself. And the reason he smokes it and snorts it and runs with that word, because he feels like that word is actually talking to him, but it's also teaching him or giving him an excuse not to look in the mirror, but look in the window. See, when you use a play on words like that fake word, okay? Because here's the thing. You're like this. All right. You're like, okay, I guess the word is saying that a woman can go up or move up and get somebody whenever she wants to, right? But did you realize before the word even hit the dictionary or the internet, did you realize since the dawn of time, women always could move the fuck up? And guess what? Men didn't give a fuck. Men didn't care. A lot of you guys act like this word or this thing is so fucking brand new, like it never happened before. Since before fire and electricity, a woman could be in one tribe and another man from another tribe defeats the top guy in the tribe and takes the woman, or she goes with him because he's the top guy. Hell, you look in nature, you can see in nature all the time, an old lion that has a pride of women. And then this young little old lion comes on, rolls up, and they squirm and all that other shit. The lion comes along, beats the older lion, kills all the babies, all the women go in heat. But y'all actually think that word really has significance. So you fall in lust and in love with that word because you want to regurgitate a word or mimic a word from somebody because you think that somebody knows game. But those that know game are not talking about silly ass shit like this. But when you're in a cult type setting, you're going to believe that women can do that shit. And here's the thing. If they can, so what? Guess what? So do mice, rats, bugs, insects, birds, sharks, bears, dolphins, polar bears, you name them, dogs, cats. Everything in life moves like that. So what's so special about the word? Why? Because you remember, like the rap video I was telling you guys, it's attached to women. See, what y'all guys don't understand is this is how they get you. anything they take, they attach it to a woman, it draws you in because your desperation and need for women are so bad. All they got to do is talk about a woman. Again, club owner. He doesn't have a club. If I started a club, right? If I started a club, first thing I'm doing, ladies' night free. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Ladies, can y'all come in free? Because I know I'm going to make my money back because the sucker's going to follow the ladies. That's what suckers do. Suckers follow suckers that give you sucker words that attach women to it. That's where y'all go wrong. And that's why a lot of y'all lose, because you're defining yourself by a word that has been going on since the dawn of time, but you think it's real. So why would you want to be a hypergamy? What is wrong with just being you? See, this is, and again, it's a great question, but this is where you're going wrong, because you want to be a fake word versus be the man in the mirror. And a woman's going to tell that when she first meets you, and that's why. Here we go. A-Dog, you have a lot of knowledge about the game and how women operate, but there's something about women that you find fascinating, and you personally don't understand why they have, wait a second, wait, I'm lost. Wait, let me check the phone lines. I got to read that again. I think he broke my brain on that one. Let me read it again. You have a lot of knowledge about the game and how women operate. But is there something about women that you find fascinating and you personally don't understand why they be? No, wait. All right. Game has nothing, will never have anything to do with a woman. Why do I need to understand how they behave? Okay, do you need to understand why ants behave the way they behave the way they act when you walk out your door? Do you think you need to study a bird or a squirrel and why they behave? Do you think you need to take time to watch deer and watch how they behave? A spider or a snake? I mean, do you want to take time to see how they behave when you walk out that door? No, you just walk out your fucking door and go on with your life. It's the same thing. It's odd to me that why are women so important that you feel that you're God? Why do you worship the women as if you need to study her and leave the poor? Hey, there is a snail somewhere waiting for you to study it, or a frog, or a fish. I mean, come on, man. Dog, this is why women find you guys weird, because they don't even like themselves, but yet you want to study someone who hates themselves. I don't understand this. I sent you some text message on your email address. Okay, let's see here. I want to do a C movie and audio message. Let's see what you got here. Guys, y'all want to call in, y'all can. Lines are open. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Before we do that, hold on one second. Oh, guys, please take a moment, guys. Please, all my guys out there listening to me, let's just take a moment real quick. As I told you earlier in the show, we'll start doing this now. Gentlemen, please, what I want you to do is take a moment and go into the dojo in your mind, please. Go there and take a moment. Put your pens down, put your crayons down, and let's take a moment and read our creed, the man mindset creed, gentlemen, how you operate as a man, gentlemen. Just learn this creed. Let's go, gentlemen. I am the only one of my kind. That is my truth, and I will defend that truth until my very last breath. I will challenge myself every day to be a better man. I don't fail. I learn. I will stay true to myself and not change for anyone. I will not judge myself. I will not judge women. I won't judge other men or make excuses. I am here to build my mind up, and I'm not here to explain myself to you or force you to understand me. That's your job. This is who I am today. And if you're lucky enough to keep my attention and earn my respect, you will get to meet the new me tomorrow. All right. All right, let me go ahead and read that for you, dog. I always like to say that because I'm trying to give you guys a way to change the way you think and make it more about yourself. So let me get into that. Let me see what we got right here. Oh, dog. Let's see what we got. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. I can't show her face, but let me see what you have here. All right. I can't read what you're saying. You say, let me know how much real. All right. Something about comfortable something, and it really lets you know how real I can get. I don't know what you're saying. Okay. This is my little sister right next to me. She's a little bit nosy. Okay. Okay. She's a little bit. No, let me go back to what you're saying. Hold on. Let me see what the fuck. You say she's a little bit noisy. Wait, hold on. All right, here we go. Wait. Give me a second. Let me go to your messages. Hold on. Shit. Hold on, guys. All right. I see your messages. All right, you said a few of them. All right. I'm just trying to. All right, so here we go. Let me show the guys the message and we'll go over it real quick. Let's see here. All right. That's cool. This is what Facebook thing right now, making connections. If we're vibing well and I've ever came to Trinidad, we can certainly link up, vice versa. You come to Toronto. You are a beautiful woman and you seem outgoing, laid back, which are things that I like. And if we could connect in real life, I would love to ask you out for coffee to know more about you now, Yoey, because I love peeling back the layers inside a woman and seeing things about her that makes her her, and learning certain things about her that she doesn't express. Okay, honestly speaking, you have. Hold on, she says. Okay, she says, honestly speaking, you have me speechless. I really thought men like you didn't exist anymore. I had given up on looking for a companion, etc., because I'm tired of going through the same things over and over. Is This is not a joke, right? I'm really sorry for asking. Okay, I say, well, I can speak for myself. When I like something, I go for it. Someone like that, I love to get to know more in an intimate way. Just keeping it 100 with you. Okay, you ask her to send her a photo of herself, and she says her cousin. So I understand. What is your question? What I don't understand. What I don't understand what your question is. I don't understand what you're. I don't. You're sending me something, but it's in your text. You're saying, I sent you some messages, email address. I want to do a C move, an audio message. Okay, she said, this is my little sister right next to me. She's a little nosy. Okay, so what? Okay, I'm trying to understand. Okay, you want me to send a message off of her sending a photo? All right. So what I would say by looking at the photo of the woman, I would tell her, now I'm pushed towards the floor. Write this down. Mark this at 113 into the show. I would tell her, you know what, after looking at you, I have a bone to pick with you. You know, yes, you are absolutely stunning. You're absolutely beautiful, but looking at you live in your true essence is not even fair right now. You know what? I need to know when you're going to get a ticket and come see me, because you know what? I want to not just, I just don't want to see the thing. I don't want to see you in video. I would love to see the real thing. But if I can't have the real thing, I don't mind taking my time getting to know the real thing better. So then when you and I see each other eventually, it will be more about hugs and kisses than it would be just sitting around and talking. Let's play. I mean, all right, that's what I was saying to her. All right, let's see here. Let's get to the next thing. Thank you. I want to say thank you very, very. I think you want to say thank you, FFIB9 for the super chat. Let's see here. A B production says, I use your method about the best way of getting a girl's number, and it worked. I'm very grateful. Well, I guess you got the wrong method, because I don't ask for women's numbers. I think you got the wrong person. I appreciate it worked for you, but that's not that's not yeah, I know he changed the meaning. I know I don't get into that shit. You're right. I know he changed the meaning. I know he He did that. He did wordplay. So I know he did that, okay? Let's see here. Wait, I don't know. Is he asking me a question? Is it supposed to be a question? What the fuck is he saying here? He's talking about our method. I don't know. Keep going. All right, let's keep going. Why do girls give their number but don't want to hang out? Well, and 337, I got you one more second. Wait, let me go to take the phone call. I'll answer this in one question. I'll answer this in 1 second, but you're truly missing the mark on this shit, man. Let me bring in area code 337, sir. How can I help you? What's up?
Hello?
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Hi, this is Debbie. How are you?
Debbie, how are you, Debbie?
I'm good. I could really use some male advice because I'm dealing with a situation with two guys and it's a little awkward.
Sure. What's going on?
Well, basically, so I'm in my early 20s. People have told me I'm attractive, so I've dealt with this before, but my mom met a guy. He's now my stepdad, and he has a stepson. And both of them are flirting with me, like pretty hardcore flirting, like right out there. Usually when my mom's not home, and I really don't know what to do. It's becoming really uncomfortable.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
You're 21 years old. Okay. Are you a man or a woman? I don't hear feminine. Are you? I'm not.
I'm a woman. I hope. I'm
right.
a woman.
Well, I again, you're asking a question because your stepbrothers are hitting on you or something.
My stepbrother Eric and my stepfather Vinny.
All
like
right.
they're
Well,
just it's nonstop.
Well, I think you're in the wrong place. This is about manhood. I can't answer questions about incest. We don't talk about things like that. So I think you either need to go talk to your
It's not incest.
but
It's
I
like
think
they're not we're not related.
okay, well, I think you need to talk to your mother or your priest or something, but this is a man's space. We don't discuss things like that. That's just, I mean, it's either common sense. You just got to use some common sense. Yeah, you got to use some common sense.
Could I put my stepbrother on the phone? Like, could you speak to him?
No,
Always like guy to guy.
no. You take care of yourself. We don't. I gotta let you go. We don't do stupid shit like that. I'm sorry. Anyway, let me keep going. No, we don't. I'm sorry, guys. We don't do that kind of shit, man. I don't want to hear no bullshit like that. We men over this motherfucker. All right. So why do girls give their number but don't want to hang out? Again, what you don't understand, BP, is that you don't want to recognize that you're the problem. Women love to hang out. Women love to kiss. Women love to flirt. Women love sex. I don't say all women, but the majority love sex. The problem is you're just not the guy because of the lack of game that you have. There is nothing about you that might not just be exciting enough for a woman to want to interact with you in a sexual way because you're wearing your feelings on your sleeve. You're not standing like a man. I can tell by what you're asking, you don't have experience with women. And what you're trying to do is fuck women. I can tell by how you're talking, man. So, women just don't like losers, man. I'm sorry, or creepy guys. Okay, that's all, man. You're asking. Let me see here. Why are they creating? Why are they? Well, wait a second. Are they actually creating attention, or are you giving them attention? I want you to think about that for a second, because I don't see. I don't. You're in the wrong place if you want to blame women for shit. I'm not blaming these women for this shit, because if you think about it, the woman didn't talk to you first. The women didn't interact with you first. You interrupted her world. Matter of fact, you gave her attention. She didn't give you any attention. You gave her attention. So why is that, man? Why do you guys want to blame women for everything that's wrong in your life? What has a woman done to you to make you feel like, okay? To make you feel like that they're creating attention. Is she all right? Are you allowed to wear cologne? Some cologne smell nice. That creates attention. Are you allowed to lift a weight because that might give your body a different shape? Are you allowed to wear shoes or dress a certain way? So why can't she? Isn't she allowed to wear whatever she wants to wear? But see, the thing is, she's not wearing it for you. You just caught attention to her. So how is she creating anything? She's just doing what she wants to do. And this is why you surface dwellers lose with women, because all you do is you try to make them bad for something that they do all the time. Since they were little girls, they've been playing with mommy's makeup and shit, motherfucker. So why do you think they're creating attention? They're doing what they want to do. See, they create attention to those that are not grounded and rooted in their core. That's why marketers, that's why I talk about the 98% of you guys. That's why the marketers love you guys. Advertisers love you. Women love you because you're not grounded in you. Because every woman that you find beautiful, attractive, and every woman who asks you kiss and every woman you take out on a date and bend over for will fuck a man for free and give him all the attention that you always dreamed of, and he doesn't have to do shit. Why? Because he is rooted and he is grounded in his core. You can't be rooted and grounded when you have layers of lies that are covering up your core, young man. And I know you can't see that right now. What you see right now is that it's not fair. Life isn't fair. Why are they craving attention? And this is where you're losing, man. That's where you don't get it, man. That's where y'all don't understand why y'all are messing up, okay? Let's see here. Let's keep going. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch up with the questions and all that stuff before we continue. But yeah, it's the wrong channel. It's the wrong channel, man. I thought she was like a transgender guy. So I know how women sound. I didn't want to be mean or anything, so I'm not trying to. I just let the motherfucker go. So, hi, Steve. How do I stop being bitter towards women from the past bad experience? By not, okay. Listen, my brother. You guys just don't understand that you worship women. You just don't. It's the hardest thing to get. Are you bitter towards an ant that bit your leg when you were a little kid? No. You probably don't even think about that shit. Some of you, are you bitter towards a jellyfish that stung you in the ocean maybe when you were a kid? No, you don't think about that. Are you bitter towards a corner that you ran into your knee or when you stumped your toe? Are you bitter towards something that fell off the table and hit you in your foot or something? You're not bitter in those things. But why women? Because listen, whatever you worship, you're going to have some kind of feeling towards. You don't have a feeling towards the bee that stung you or the bug that bit you because you didn't worship it. It was a moment in time that happened that you can go to and laugh at or something like that. Or remember that, man, I remember that last time I stepped in that fucking ant, that pile of ants, and I stuck my foot in there and they bit me. Oh shit, I better not do that again. That's different. But the problem is because you worship women, that's y'all's problem. You have made woman God. That unfortunately, that's what you did. You have made the woman God. And because you made her God, you're worshiping her. You think that she is all things. And because you think she's all things, you are moving her above. You're not even rooted in yourself. Everything you're rooted into has to do with a woman. So your bitterness is an emotional, mommy, feminine thing that you're never going to get over until you get over the fact that you should be worshiping yourself. What has a woman done to you, or excuse me, what has a woman done to you that you allowed her to do for you to be bitter at her? Because everything that she has done to you is hard to swallow, this one, but you created it. You trained her how to treat you. You trained her how to talk to you. You trained her how to act around you, and yet you're mad at her? Dude, you got to get out of that window. You better start looking in that mirror. Women are only going to do what the fuck you allow them to do. They're not the problem. So you being bitter at a woman is problem number one. Problem number two is you're worshiping women. Stop worshiping women and stop following people that worship women, because all they're going to do is keep you in the same area to keep invoking thoughts that these women are just evil people. No, they're not evil. They're just going to run over suckers and bitches. That's all. I mean, I say that with love. Next question. How are your students supposed to learn if you tell them what to text? Okay, I want you to understand something. It's not learning what I tell them to text. When my students who have the conversation courses, it's much deeper. See, you think what I'm telling them is something. These are crumbs. You don't understand about the ethicals, the reliables, the accessibles. You don't understand about the 11 ways to talk. You don't understand about the personalities. You don't understand about bending time, flirt to fuck. You understand about the dirty talk, conversation 1, 2, and 3, ground zero. You don't understand. So again, what you're doing is, and I ask you, stop looking at what you see through your weak ass lens. I appreciate the question, but you don't know what you don't know. And what you're seeing is I'm just helping a student along to say something. He's got to be the one to stand on it, but you don't see it because you're not a student of mine. So whatever you're thinking you think you know, I say this with love, fuck you, man. You don't know shit. So don't assume you think I'm telling. Wait. Do you actually think, now understand this. If these motherfuckers don't do what I teach them for free, do you actually think I'm going to put out the real shit on this show live for free and they don't do free shit, man? Come on, wake your fucking ass up and stop asking stupid ass fucking questions, big dog. Come on, man. What is a man's square? Your square is what you believe in and you stand on. It's your foundation of who you are. It's your name. It's your bloodline. It's your legacy. It's your sperm. It's how you move in this world. It's all things, man. It's all things. Let's see here. I don't drink, man. Is it possible to put your bid in with a woman while learning to love yourself, or do you need to? Well, no. Okay. Hey, look. Do you have to go to? Do you have to? Do you have to know? Or let's say, do you have to know math, English, and science to go to school every day? Or do you have to have a willingness to learn what math, English, and science are in that building so you can take that information and grow? When you started out in the world, you didn't know how to count from 1 to 10. And your thinking is, well, since I don't know how to count from 1 to 10, should I go into this math? Should I go into class to learn it? See, this is where you're getting everything wrong and not understanding. Okay. I see you're asking that, should you put your bid in? But Naz, you don't know what your bid is. You don't have a bid. You don't even know what your bid is. So I would not say, don't say you have something that you don't. And that's the problem. See, y'all guys are playing with words that you don't even know what they mean. You don't have a bid. Okay. But if you want to be a student of the game, you'll learn how to be a student of the game. That's it, man. A lot of y'all guys out here are looking at things in the wrong lens. And because you're looking at things in the wrong lens, this is why y'all having the most problems that you're having and stuff like that, okay? Because most of you guys are not embracing who you are. you are truly embracing what you think you are, but you're not rooted in you. You don't know why it is you do what you do, okay? You don't know why it is. See, game teaches you to learn new skills. Okay? It teaches you how that I'm just not sex. I'm a conglomerate of things that rotate around sex. I am kinky, I'm nasty, I'm dirty, I'm freaky, I'm naughty, I'm all those things. But on the other hand, I'm also romantic, smooth, sweet, kind, thoughtful. I'm all these things, sensual, sexual, all those things. But you can't build that if you're not in your core. You won't never learn that about you. You will never learn how to set things for yourself and move. You will never build your mind to grow. You'll never be able to be positive about yourself when you have so many layers of bullshit. You will never pursue what you believe in or what your passions might be. You will always in a negative way pay attention to your thoughts and emotions in a negative way versus using those in a positive way. You will never learn skills and things. You'll never learn how to utilize constructive feedback. Like when a woman says no, that's constructive feedback. When she rejects you, that's constructive feedback. When she says, I have a boyfriend, that's constructive feedback. When she doesn't talk to you at all, that's constructive feedback. When she says, let's be friends, I'm not interested, you're like a brother to me. Those are all constructive feedback when you know the core of you. But if you don't know the core of you, you define yourself by that shit right there because you don't know anything else to do because you have trained your mind on doing the things that you're actually doing, gentlemen. Let me see here. Let's see here. Are the right steps of becoming your are the right steps to becoming your student or student James in general? I guess he's saying what are the right steps? Well, again, the first step is you've got to the first step is you just get some coaching. We gotta talk. I listen, the only way I can figure out where we gotta get you to figure yourself out, I gotta know you. I can't learn you above the surface. We're above the surface, right? I can't learn you from here. I can only learn you by sitting down and talking to you and see where you're at and where you're thinking on a more personal level, man. This is a personal thing for you guys. Now, okay, you made a statement there. Okay, so let me keep going. But like I'm saying before, okay, see, the beautiful thing about when you reach your core and when you root yourself in yourself, all right, you are going to be able to do the thing that you always thought you couldn't do. What have I told you? If you just got rid of those layers. Now, remember I showed you. I don't think I have it in my notebook. I always write. Y'all always starting to write shit and draw y'all fucking photos and shit in my notebook. Let me see if I have it. If I don't, I'll draw it. I'm not an artist, so y'all have to bear with my cake ass because I don't draw well. I never said I was an artist, but I can be a sexual artist to a woman. All right, let's look at something. Let's use this page right here. All right, let's look at this. All right, I'll give you an example. All right, I'm sure it's gonna be a while. Woo, it's gonna be holy shit, Steve. Are you fucking serious? Wait, I'm just gonna get a clean sheet because y'all can't see this shit. All right, here we go. Think of your mind, okay, as a seed or something that needs to get okay, think of your mind. Okay. Think of this whole page as your mind. Let me make sure I can see it as I'm teaching you all this stuff. Think of this whole page as your mind, okay? And this right here is your core. Okay? But the problem is this is the problem. You have layers of false information, layers of false lies. You have layers of trying to be somebody else, using somebody else's words and all that. You have layers. Okay. I'm just being nice and giving you 3 layers. Okay. So whenever you're trying to give light, damn it. It's an ugly sun, so don't judge me. All right. It's a cloud with raindrops. Fuck y'all. All right. Just bear with me. Just bear with me. Just follow me. I'm not an artist. So whenever you're trying to give yourself sunlight or rain to hit your core, right? You have so many layers ahead of it that it cannot reach. It cannot reach your core. It cannot get down to your core. That's the problem. The problem is, in order for you to now the woman sees the flower basically, right? But what happens to the seed is that what it will do once you learn game, the seed, let me show you. And this is your square. The seed will create roots to keep it sturdy and steady, kind of like a tree. You know what I mean? It'll keep it steady. It's roots. But you can't reach the roots because of the layers of bullshit that you have been following, hating women, hypergamous nature, words, phrases, and all that other stuff. You haven't reached that. But fuck off with all that. I'm not trying to say all that shit. I'm just trying to tell you something that you don't understand. What if I told you that you would be able to control your emotions? The one thing you thought you never could do. What if you could actually control fear? What if you could regulate who you are to yourself? What if you can take all the fears and all that other stuff and get rid of that stuff? Okay. But to a point where not only you control your emotions, but you force a woman to lose control over her emotions. Okay. Where a woman will be in tune with you. I know for a lot of you guys, it's one of the most craziest things in the world. But once you learn who you are going to be able to impact not just women, everybody in a whole different way, because you're going to trust you in how you move, not how you fucking feel, but how you move. Okay. You're going to be able to regulate, and you're going to be something, because it's going to be a way for you to handle you. You see what I'm saying, guys? A way for you to handle yourself. Okay. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to see and understand. See, what we do in this show is we try to drill down, because in order for the water and the sunlight to get to your core, we've got to drill down through all the layers of metal, being on your purpose, going your own way, no fap, high value man, money, clothes, status, you name it. We got to go through all those layers, right? Then we got to go through the layers of your judgments. I mean, your judgment layers. We forgot the one that these are important. The first layer of the judgment of self, second layer, judgment of women, third layer of trying to fit in her fold, fourth layer of judging men, fifth layer, judging other men and thinking what that happens to them happens to me. And then the sixth one, judging the world. So you've got those layers as well. Yeah. Oh yeah. SYSBM. Thank you, Eric. Yeah. That too. All that stuff. All these things are layers that take you away from your core. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get you. I can't help you reach your core. Hopefully the thoughts and the things that I break down will formulate tools in you that you craft that you create. I didn't say me, you create, and you start digging down layer after layer after layer. It's the fucking hardest thing to do. Layer after layer after until you reach the thing that you gave up on. See, the thing is, it's like you gave up on the most important part of yourself. It's sad, but it's true. But I want to say that it's not. I'm not knocking you for doing that. Hold on, let me check the phone lines real quick. Make sure the lines are good. Okay, 27 more minutes on the lines. We're going to shut those down. But what I'm saying is that you truly gave up on the most important part of you somewhere in your life, thinking that you don't need that or something you did. I don't know what you did. I don't know your story. But now you're trying to find the thing you gave up on, and you've got to go deeper and deep. You'll never be able to find your core on the surface. You've got to go below the surface to find the core of you, because in order for you to win in this game, I didn't even say fucking women, but in this game, this is what it's about. But as you begin to learn your core, you're going to do something that is truly amazing. You're going to be able to interact with every woman on the face of this planet. I don't care if she's in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Russia, India, Japan, Hong Kong, Philippines, China, the UK, Nova Scotia, Wales, Mexico, Ireland, Scotland, fucking New Zealand. I don't give a fuck if she's in Mexico, Jamaica, Trinidad. I don't give a fuck where she's at, the East Coast or the West Coast or fucking Canada. Doesn't matter. I'm telling you, you'll be able to interact with every woman you face or every woman that comes in your presence, because the interaction, it won't never be based on, oh, she's pretty. Oh my God, what do I need to say? Oh my God, what do I need to do? No, your interaction, which is most amazing, is that you're going to be really socializing and interacting with yourself. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying. You're not necessarily socializing and interacting with the woman. You're kind of like interacting and socializing with yourself, because you already know the moves that need to be made. You just are choosing what moves need to be made, and you're just doing them. Thus, meaning that you're talking and interacting with a woman. See, a lot of y'all guys this is where a lot of these motherfuckers don't teach y'all game, because they honestly think that you think that talking to a woman is actually socializing with her when you're doing, well, it is when you're on the surface, you got it all wrong. This is why you're doing it wrong. See, that's why I tell you, it doesn't matter who's in front of you. What matters is how you interact with yourself while that person is in front of you. See, on the surface, you're just interacting with somebody. You're playing boring ass tennis. What do you do for a living? When was your last boyfriend? What are you looking for? What school you went to? Blah, 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 blah. But what I'm saying is that you don't, I would say overstand, but you don't understand that when you connect with yourself on the level that I'm talking about, you're never interacting with the woman. You're just going through the motions that you already have locked. All right, prime example, because I know y'all saying like, what the fuck are you talking about, Steve? Hi, prime example. All I got to do is start saying, let's count to 10, 1, 2, and you finish it. A, B, C, finish it. Because you're not technically interacting with me. Think about this. If I ask you to count to 10, are you really interacting with me first? All right, think about it. Now, come on, we getting deep. Wait, time out. Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on, man. Wait, because y'all know how people are on the internet, man. I just want to make sure that I mark this because nobody's the guys what you were hearing is 100% authentic. Nobody's talking about this, and if they begin to talk about it, you know it came from here first. So please, guys, remember that when I'm telling you. Now, again, I'm sorry. So if I was face to face to you and told you to count to 10, who do you think you're interacting with first to be able to interact with me? Think about that for a second. You're just not going to tell me 1 through 10 unless you have studied what 1 to 10 is. You know what 1 to 10 is. You know why 1 to 10 is. You'll be able to back that up, stand on it, and be able to express it. So you're not technically talking to me. Boy, we can do. I think we get too deep, guys. Hey, guys, take it. Wait, guys. Wait, slow it down. We're gonna slow this down, guys. We're gonna slow this down because we getting really deep here. Because I don't think we ever been in this territory before. So we're gonna slow this in. We're gonna slow this down. We're gonna because I don't think y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying. I'm gonna say it again. If I'm standing in front of you and I ask you to tell me 1 to 10. Or your ABCs, right? Are you actually talking to me first? Or are you talking to me second? But in your world, what gives you the pressure is when you see a woman, you are talking to her first versus talking to yourself first. You can't tell me 1 to 10 if you haven't taught it to yourself first. Once you learn it for yourself, you're only accessing your information to tell me what it is you know. But in your world right now, if I were to ask you to count to 10, you're like, what if she doesn't like me? What if she rejects me? What if she walks away from me? Oh my God, I'm too short, too tall. I'm not this, I'm not that. Women are too beautiful. Oh my God, she doesn't look like the kind of woman that wants to hear me count from 1 to 10. You, my friends, will then judge what's in front of you. I'm showing you this. If you are doing what you're doing is wrong. You're trying to communicate to the woman first. Just like you, if I ask you to count to 10, I'm not the communicator. You're communicating with me second. Fuck, if you think about it, I'm not even second that you're communicating me to. Because if you first communication is with yourself, second communication is how do you want to tell me? See, all these things are happening here. But see, it happens. Listen, understand. It happens here so fast that it automatically comes out in a millisecond of when I say count to 10, you just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if we're trying to slow this shit down, technically, you're talking to yourself, accessing the information, and then you're automatically telling me the tone and tempo in which you want to count from 1 to 10, all within a second. I mean, it's going fast. I'm trying to slow it down for you because I don't want to get too deep. But what if I told you? What if I told you you can do this with every woman you see when you see it for yourself? Hold on, let me grab this question right here. I got to put a Q on there. Steve, I understand what you say. Okay, you don't understand. Okay, listen. You don't understand what I say because you put a but in there. You know, that's like a white guy saying, I'm not racist, but, or a black guy saying, I don't like white people, but, see, let me say something. You don't understand because if you understood, you wouldn't put a but. You would just say, Steve, I understand what you're saying and leave it at that. But you don't understand what I'm saying because what your mind is doing right now, and you don't even see it, Your mind is trying to question something that is very simple and simplistic. And what you don't understand is that you're focusing on what your mind is telling you to say versus understanding what I said. I've always gave you why, but I'm gonna continue. I haven't read all of this, but I'm just stopping you at the but. See, when somebody says, I understand what you're saying, but then say but behind it, you don't. That's the lie. Okay, that's the lie. That's the thing that your mind is saying, well, wait a second. Let's question him on this then. Let's question him on that. Let's Miyagi-Do this thing, okay? So let me explain this to you. All right, let's read it, okay? So, don't money, status have a part in this honestly? Now, if you really understood me, I've already explained why it doesn't. So you don't understand me. But because what I am saying does not fit your surface dwelling narrative, you want to question the why. Now, with that, we're going to go back. We're going to go to Miyagi-Do in a second, guys. We're going to go into Miyagi-Do, okay? All right? Yeah, wait. Emerald, I got this, Emerald. But you see what you're saying? Hold on a second. So, you're saying it's a different world out here. Okay. That's judgment number 6. Because, my friend, there's nothing new under the sun. And unfortunately, you don't understand that. What do I mean there's nothing new under the sun? What you think is happening right now has been happening since the dawn of time. But because you are on the surface, you think that because it's happening now, that it just started right now. But I got you. So you're saying it's a different world out here. You know, and the reason I'm going to agree with you, because the reason why it's a different world is because guys like you think that you are owed something. Guys like you take shortcuts. Guys like you are emotional. Guys like you don't have a standard. Guys like you don't know what your bloodline and your name means. Guys like you have no game. So absolutely, it is a different world out there for you, my friend. Okay. You're out here in the field every day. So what? What does that mean? How do you know I'm not out in the field every day? You don't know that. Maybe you need to start. Maybe you need to start watching some of my TikToks and wondering what the fuck I'm doing at 3, 4. Never mind. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Never mind. Forget it. Anyway, so okay. Again, you think now we're getting somewhere. Because your level of thinking has you looking at the world in your perception. Now, this is where I got to agree with you. I'm not here to change what you think. You think what you think. I'm not here to change what you think. So if you think that, then I agree with you. I don't agree with your statement, but I agree with you because that's how you see the world. I'm not here to change how you see the world. You got to do that on your own by learning game. But if you want to stay in theater number 1 and believe that, I'm not here to change what you think, okay? The media has not changed anything because what you don't know, the media has been going on since the dawn, well, not the dawn of time, but since newspapers have been invented or information started to get spread around. You're not so you're looking at everything through a surface dweller one-way lens, and your mind does not want to comprehend that there's more out there because it doesn't want you to see anything. It doesn't want you to see the world as it is. It wants you to see the world as it wants you to see the world. And that's why I'm agreeing with what you're saying, because I'm not here to fight your perception. But with that being said, your perception that I'm agreeing with is your perception, not the perception, because you're allowed, every one of you has a perception of the world. But see, but most of your perceptions are in theater number 1. You don't believe in yourself and all these other things, as I said before. So I'm not here to change the perception. Y'all see what I'm saying, gentlemen? I'm not trying to change that. I'm agreeing with you because that's how you feel. But you cannot say that you understand what I'm saying when you really are disagreeing with what I'm saying, because just because you're out in the field now, excuse me my ignorance here, but what field are you in? A field in Iowa, a cornfield, a cotton field, a opium field. What field are you in? Because if you're saying the field as a pickup artist, aka PUA, then my friend, you've already lost before you even started. But you don't see that because men are not. Oh wait, but let me pull that up for those that don't understand what I'm saying because I've been doing this so long. Yeah, cornfields, you can name them, all these fucking fields. But let's see here. Let me see here. What PUA field? Wait, term field. All right, guys. So, what the word field means, okay? The lingo or terminology. Hold on, let me pull that up. Hold on. The field. Let me see. The field. Let's see. Is it the field or the field? Let me see if I can find the glossary of terminologies. I know field is in there. EFDH field. Oh, okay. Field test, field report. So, field is technically, guys, when you're just going out. When you go outside your door, they call that field and pickup artist terms. So that's if for a lot of you guys that didn't understand what field is. Field is a PUA term that means just going out of your door, being in the quote unquote field, meaning that you're just on a sidewalk, in a street, in a mall. They call those things field. Okay. So I just want to let y'all guys know so you can see where this guy's mind is and why it's so hard for him to accept that he will never get it as long as he's thinking like somebody else has told him to think. Because men don't ever use the word, hey, what's up, dog? Yeah, shit, dog. What you into? Nothing, big dog. You know, I'm about to go out on the field. What, football field? Soccer field? No, dog, the field, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta understand, okay? Y'all gotta understand the field, man. There ain't no such thing as a field. Let me keep going. Let me check the lumber real quick. We're continuously spitting game here. Let me see here. Question is like she knows why you're talking. Is it like she knows why you're talking to her? Well, I don't know what you mean by that, but I kind of understand what you mean by that. Okay, yeah, she knows that you want to fuck. She knows as soon as you look at her, say hi to her, open the door for her, smile at her, you want to fuck her. She knows that quickly without a shadow of a doubt. She knows you want to fuck. She already knows. She just wants to see how experienced you are by your behaviors and how you interact with her to determine if she wants to do that. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So let's keep going. Let me see here. Question right here. Let me see here. Am I hurting myself by waiting to get a better financial situation before I get back and approach women? Okay, first off, I think you're in the wrong class. We don't approach women here. We don't. That's 3 doors down to the right or to the left. I'm sorry. We don't approach women here. We put our bid in over here. Okay, so we don't approach women. But to answer your question is this: when I got my own place, it was only it was like a 900 square foot apartment. It wasn't in the nicest area in the world. It was okay area. It was by a bus line. I took 2 buses to work because I wanted to save money on gas. I lived off of ramen noodles, hamburger helper, TV dinners, and cereal. That's all I could afford. I would save. I would spend my first check on everything and put the other one away. That was my discipline. But I didn't have nice cars. Yeah, like I told you, I had a little car. I didn't have nice clothes. I didn't have a nice place. Okay. But while I was fucking beautiful women that made low set, well, their husbands made low seven, but some of them made the sixes and high fives, was because I was never defining myself by my situation. My situation was on just what it was. I was working to change my situation, but I would never sit there and tell myself, "Oh, boo hoo, I'm making hamburger helper," because you had to go get. Hey, if y'all know what hamburger helper is, it's terrible. It's terrible. You just go get some ground beef and whatever it is, stroganoff, whatever they make, you just dump it in there, mix it all. It's just, ugh. But anyway, we didn't have dollar menu shit that y'all have nowadays. But what I'm saying is, my financial situation did not define me, and I never stopped what I was because of my situation. And I never allowed to worry what one would think of me because of my situation. But remember, people are allowed to think what they want, but it's none of my business what they are. Okay. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? No, number 7, it's all love. It's all love. It's respect, man. I'm glad, it's respect. There's nothing to disrespect you. I'm just trying to break it down to you, young man. It's good. Okay. Um, what did he say? Oh, wait, what he saying? I'm a therapist, Steve. Well, thank you, Al. Thank you, man. Thank you, Al. I appreciate that. But I'm not a therapist. I'm not. I'm just teaching game, man. I'm just teaching game, man. What I'm saying is, young man, is this, and this is no knock on you, but what we talked about, discussed before, because you're not seeing it, okay? And like I said before, a lot of people trust this guy right here. They trust that he loves you, and y'all trust that he's got your back, and he doesn't give a fuck about you. He's going to do everything to self-sabotage you and take you away from yourself. But this is what kind of goes back, big dog. It goes back to what I was just saying before I got thrown off to tell y'all some other stuff. See, the way game works and the way you grow as a man is all predicated to how you communicate with yourself. Think about what I'm saying. You just don't go you know how your boy simplifies it. I know y'all hate to see this. Y'all know how I simplify this. But before I simplify this, guys, this is being brought to you by the Excuse Fairy Crunch. Guys, get your bowl of Excuse Fairy Crunch and keep crying and complaining. It comes in strawberry and chocolate flavor. Just joking, guys. But no, what I'm saying to you guys is this: when you guys go and make cereal, who do you think you communicate with first? Think about the ways you communicate with yourself. When you get out of bed, you're like, damn, do I need a shit, shower, shave? I do that shit first. Goddamn, let me turn the TV on. Let me go ahead and sit my ass down. You know what? I'm going to get a bowl of cereal. Shit, is there any more fucking Cocoa Puffs, Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Apple Jacks? Don't get the Captain Crunch because they fuck your throat up like I told you before. But, I mean, do I feel like getting cereal? Do I want a Pop-Tart? Do I want a pastry? Do I want to get a Laca Chocomote at fucking Starbucks? You are constantly communicating with yourself. And that's what the people don't want you to. Nobody wants you to communicate with yourself because they can't control you when you are operating on that level, that depth level. You must communicate with yourself first. See, when you're talking to a woman, putting your bid in, what did I tell you? Think about your bid. How does your bid start? You might be, again, I always like to do the brushing your teeth in the morning, but you're you fucking brushing your fucking teeth, right? And then you have a thought. And what do you do when you put your bid in from over here? It's what separates us. Scribe. Write this down. When I see a woman, the first thing I'm going to say is, excuse me, because I got to figure out my because. Oh, wait a second. I got to wait. I got to figure out my because. So wait, stop right there. All right. So you know what you want to do, but you're just not sure you want to do it. Remember, everything I'm showing you is communicating with yourself. I ain't talking about these women. So, all right, that's your film room. Sorry. So, once you communicate that you want to talk to a woman, it is at this point that when you have time, you go to your marketing team in your mind, and we got to, how am I going to, look, I need to promote and sell me to a woman and show her why she should be sucking my dick. So I came up with this great idea of when I see a woman that I am going to say, excuse me. But now I've got to sell that to me. Why do I want to say, excuse me? Well, you know what? Excuse me is like sand, water, and air. Excuse me fits with every fucking woman on the planet, which means is that if she's a hey baby, yo mama, what's up girl, because I don't know what she is. So instead of saying what's up to a woman who might not be a what's up kind of woman, so instead of saying yo girl or hey mama to a woman that might not be one, I can use this universal word
90 seconds.
as excuse me, because I remember my mother taught me when grown-ups are talking and I want to fucking interrupt them, I say, excuse me. So that's what I'm gonna end. You bring it to your fucking government. I need to pass a law. Whenever I see a woman and I'm going to put my bid in, I don't give a fuck if it's online or whatever. I don't necessarily have excuse me online, but I do have to introduce myself. But what I'm going to do
seconds.
all the time, every time, no matter if I'm on Jupiter, Mars, the island of Zamunda, I don't care if I'm on an island, I don't care if I'm on a raft, a boat, a bucket, a car, a spaceship. If I see a woman, the first thing I'm putting in law is saying, excuse me, and that is going to be a non-negotiable. That means every time I do it, I'm just going to do it. So with that being said, gentlemen, just show you how deep it is. So with that being said, so that means that when you see a woman, okay, okay, and you know you want to begin a conversation with her and put your bid in, are you looking at the woman and saying how beautiful
10 seconds.
Are you looking at the woman and saying how beautiful she is, how sexy she is? Oh my God, she's got a fat ass. Oh my God, she's this, she's that. Or are you saying, okay, she got my curiosity. It's go time. What? Hey, ready? As soon as you say it's go time, he doesn't pop up and tell you, because we see when you trust him, this is on the surface. He's the one that tells you she's beautiful, you can't get her, you're not a blah, blah, blah. But once you trust the narrative, you're like, well, what do I do? Oh, wait, sir, you just said that, we've already got the law. Just go over there and excuse yourself. You already see how it works? I mean, guys, y'all think this shit is complicated. It's the communication that you have with yourself. You're too busy thinking about the woman versus knowing what to do. And that's why I'm trying to show you how different this show is. I'm trying to get you to start communicating to you in your fucking language that you trust, that you can look at. You don't need me or anybody else. When you see the woman, you're not looking at the woman. You're looking at what you need to say. Fuck the beauty. Now it's game time. What am I going to say to her? But why am I going to say it? See, this is why it connects to 4, because you got to know your why. Why? And once you can defend it, stand on it, then you're going to be able to express it. And just something like that. See, guys, see how simple that is right there? It's not really hard. But when you're on the surface and you see a woman, you're going to, oh my God, she's so pretty. She's so beautiful. Oh my God, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? I don't know. I can get a woman like that. I don't know. What do I say? What you're putting too much pressure on yourself versus doing the steps that I'm showing you, which is really easy. Walking up to her and just saying, excuse me, with confidence because you believe in it, because you know why you're saying it, because you know that I don't know if she's a jazz woman, hip hop. I guess I use like women like music. Just follow me what I'm saying. You don't know if she's jazz, blues, hip hop, pop, rock, alternative, country, classical, theater. You don't know if she's house, techno hardcore. You don't know if she's goth, metal, soul, gospel. You don't know what she is, but you know this much. It doesn't matter what she is because everything I say to a woman is going to be sand, air, and water, meaning it's going to fit with every woman out there. So I don't have to try to drum up something to say to a woman. I know what to say to myself. I'm just accessing information, my information, to say that, okay? After I put my bid in, she said she's not interested. But see, Eddie, you're not paying attention to your bid. Eddie, how many times do I tell you guys, and I've been telling you this since the late 90s, you're not following the playbook, Eddie. Remember I keep showing you the law of Jill Scott. We're going to surround everything off of the law of Jill Scott.
I say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Damn. Okay. Now, the law of Jill Scott. Now, Eddie, I've told you several times, and I will tell all of you again. Why do single women wear wedding rings? I'll give you the answer. Don't think too hard. The reason why single women wear wedding rings is because they want to separate the guys that want commitment from the guys that just want to fuck. If you want commitment and you see a woman with a wedding ring on, you 9 times out of 10 ain't going to talk to her because she's already committed to someone in your mind, but you don't actually know. Some women just wear rings on their ring finger just for jewelry purposes. But if you just want to fuck, you're going to bypass the ring and still put your bid in because all you want to do is fuck. You ain't looking for no relationship. You're just trying to fuck. So, Eddie, this is why I instruct you to go for not one no, but 2 no's. Because that first no, her saying she might not be interested, maybe she's saying, okay, are you just going to give the fuck up? Because if you're easily giving up, I'm not going to fuck with you. But I'm not saying be creepy. All I'm saying, if a woman tells you she's not interested, I got a boyfriend, or I'm seeing somebody, how many times do I tell you, Eddie, to fucking offer her your number? Hey, take my number anyway. The next time you want to smile, the next time you want to blush, think or react, here's my number, take my number. And if she says no, then all right, it's nice meeting you, and you float the fuck off. Sometimes a woman's going to tell you, I'm not interested. Hold on, Eddie. Woo, I went right to it. Eddie. Woo! Guys, this is how cold your boy is. This is how cold your boy is, Eddie. Eddie. Woohoo. All right, Eddie. I'm going to show you something, Ed, how cold your boy is. Remember I told you, Eddie, first, let me explain this to you. Every woman out there can turn you down, Eddie, which you have a little bit of game, and she will turn a motherfucker down like me that has a lot of game, okay? Now remember, Eddie, you got to understand the 3 laws right here, the rules of this shit. First rule, Eddie, is trust. All right? She doesn't trust you. So for a lot of guys that fuck up that try to fuck women on the spot, they lose because they're placing a judgment on the woman. So those guys are out. The second thing, Eddie, you got to understand is her perception of the world. Meaning when you're walking up to her, her reply response is going to be based on her life. Meaning every woman has a different life. But then this is the most important thing, Eddie, and this is why I always say go for two no's. Eddie, it's like time, like a clock, okay? All right? Let's say, Eddie, you met her between 12 and 3. Okay, Eddie, and I met the same woman between okay, let's say, Eddie, I met the woman between 12 and 3, and you met the woman between 3. I'm sorry how my fingers are going shit. Between 3 and 6. All right, Eddie? Let's say at 12 and 3, my bad, cold motherfucking Steve, know how to get women. Ooh, I'm cold motherfucker. Eddie, I walk up to that woman that you're about to approach at 3 o'clock. I walk up to her around 1 o'clock and put my bid in, and Eddie, she says no once. I offer my number, say, hey, you know what? Call me when you want to laugh, smile, think, or blush. And she says no twice. Now, Eddie, why could she say yes to you between 3 and 6? And she said no to me between 12 and 3 because I'm showing you something that nobody has ever talked about. You've got to understand that these women have a life and things happen to them during their lifetime on this planet. So between 12 and 3 o'clock, Eddie, maybe something happened to her family, her dog, or a situation that put her in some kind of a bad mood. And here I'm coming in trying to spit some game at her, and she's just not interested because she has other things on her mind. But Eddie, you roll up on her between 3 and 6, Eddie, and maybe at that moment, things are going good for her and she's in a better mood. And you put your bid in and she's down for you. Remember, I got more game than you, but she said yes to you and said no to me. That's what you got to understand, Eddie. You can't judge a woman off of what she says because you got to learn the rules of time. The rules of time. Once you understand the rules of time and realizing she's got a perception and realize she thinks she has value and doesn't trust, you got to account all those things in. Now, when you say, take my number, call me, and she says, I have a boyfriend, you offer it again, and she says yes or no. But wait, Eddie, what if she says, I have a boyfriend, and then she still takes your number? Eddie, rules of time again. Some women will hold your card, and it's the clock going like days and shit. Some women will hold your card for hours, days, weeks, months, and sometimes years. And then they will call you out of the blue. Hey, this is such and such. Remember we met on a corner. We remember I was just walking and we met. You remember I'm the girl that we met on the corner of my dick on your forehead, my balls in your mouth. Remember, I'm that girl. Remember, we met. It was about a year ago, a month ago, a few weeks ago. Eddie, this is why being a man is so cool, because I cannot control her life. And I cannot control what happens in her life before we run into each other. But based on what happens in her life before we run into each other, and based off of what's been her perception of life, and based off of her level of trust, is all going to equate to why she's down or why she isn't. So this is why I keep telling you, stop giving a fuck. But the problem I'm having with you, Eddie, is you're not fucking following the fucking protocol. She said she's not interested. Why are you questioning, do I go for the second bid, when I have been explaining since the late 90s why you go for two fucking no's, and yet you've been listening to me so long, Eddie, and you still ain't soaking up the game, man. What a fucking shame. What a fucking shame on you, Eddie. Shame, shame, shame. Sad, sad, sad. Sad, sad, sad. All right. A lonely guy. Before I read what you're saying, let me read what you're saying. Why do you think you've already lost? Why do you think you've already lost before you even started? What woman do you know wants to fuck, suck, and be with to allow to jerk off in her face, pull her hair, smack her ass, and have her do a lot of dirty things to a guy that is always fucking lonely? I mean, you guys are always, you don't even understand that. You know, women watch these shows, man. You have already lost and sabotaged yourself before you even walk the fuck out the door, because you're saying I ain't shit to me. But let me read what you're saying. How do I overcome the fear of being talked of being talked to in a rude, harsh manner if I try to put my bid in with a woman? Okay, I'm gonna show you, brother. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Because you have no self-worth, because you don't have a standard, because you're not rooted in yourself, because you don't love yourself, because you worship women more than yourself, anything that you say, even if it's like, hi, how you doing? Or, oh, don't worry, let me get that for you. Oh, hold on a second. Let me open the door for you. It's gonna come off as, hey, how you doing? Yeah, let me open the door so you can walk in front of me, and I grab some chloroform and put it and knock her out. Hey, what's your name? That's how it's gonna come off. Because I'm telling you, like I told you, the woman, her past. She has met creepy guys like you before, who you might not even be a creepy guy, but you don't even fucking believe in yourself and you worship women. So everything that you say is going to come off creepy. See, you try. What, dude, I'm a Star Wars motherfucker. What Yoda tell you? There is no try. I don't try shit. I do shit. You try to put your bid in because you're doing it in the creepy. Hi, what's your name? Yeah. My name? Yeah. Let me tell you about my name. Yeah, it's pretty cool. My name is a lonely guy. Let me tell you sound like, okay. Let me take it. Let me show you something. I'm going to use what you said. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna talk like a man, and I'm gonna tell how she's gonna perceive what I'm saying that you're saying, but I'm gonna use your first. So I'm gonna use what you're saying, how you're being perceived by a woman, okay? How do I overcome the fear of being talked to in a rude, harsh manner? If I try to put my bid in, yes, with a woman, I have the fear of approaching and being honest. That's how you're coming off. I'm not trying to knock you. I'm just trying to show you. Let me do it. Hey, what's up, girl? Let me ask you a question. How do I overcome the fear of being talked to in a rude, harsh manner? I try to put my bid in with a woman. I have this fear of approaching women, to be honest. But you know what else I have a fear of is being able to look you in your sexy ass eyes when you smile like that. You know, it's that smile right there that made me come. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep going. I'm sorry, guys. You know I get caught in the moment. I apologize. But do you see, guys, do y'all see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what the fuck I'm saying here? Y'all see what I'm saying? So you've already lost, young man, because how you feel about yourself, man. How you feel about yourself. But see, what you don't understand is how you feel about yourself plus Let's forget about the time. Let's look at 1 and 2. She doesn't trust you. She thinks she has value, but her perception, that means every fucking guy since elementary school all the way through junior high school, college, and right now, she is going to take what you're saying and put it through her little computer and spit out what the fuck you are by what you feel about yourself, sir. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, game, man. This is why it's important. I don't mean to be rude to you, but I'm saying, man, you don't believe in yourself and you worship women. So I know you're trying to sound like, hey, how you doing? I'm a lonely guy. I mean, I know you think you sound that way, but the woman's when it goes to the woman's perception and goes through her filter, she's gonna see you as creepy because you have no game. Because you're communicating with the woman first and you're not communicating with yourself first. That's why you're going wrong. Because you're looking at the woman and you're trying to throw shit up on the wall and make something stick. Versus looking to yourself to be the answer for yourself, believing in yourself, and just putting in your fucking bid. But you ain't putting in the bid because you don't even know what the bid is, brother. And I'm not trying to be mean. Thank you for the fact. I mean, that's thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know, I hurt my throat a little bit doing that creepy ass shit. But anyway, let me continue. Guys, I got a question. Go ahead and ask. I got you guys. Gentlemen, this is why I stress to you guys that everything that you are as a man, you're not necessarily going to be scared of anything. You're not going to fear the unknown, okay? I don't, and I'm not saying this to be a dick, ladies. How you ladies doing? Not saying this to be a dick, but I just don't care what your reaction is. Now, I respect myself. I understand the game, and I'm never going to say, let's go fuck. And I'm not gonna say that silly shit. I'm a man. I'm not talking that way to you. I don't just say let's go fuck. I'm not that. I got game. But I know what I can do. I know how I can do it. But I also know when I'm speaking to you, my main goal above any and everything, goal number one, that's all I'm looking at. I'm not looking at fucking. I'm looking at my first move of conquering, and that is conquering the mind to get said invite. So when I am not around you, because I've always told you guys that are just new that don't understand, the game is not about what you are when you are with her. It's about what she thinks about you when you're not around. And that's what I don't think y'all are understanding. You actually think it's your interaction. No, it's her feeling like she's missing out on something because of your interaction when she's not talking to you. Think about what I'm saying here, guys, because a lot of you guys are under this impression that you got to win her over when you're talking to her face to face. That's not the win over. The win over is her thinking about me when we're not talking, wondering about me when we're not talking, wanting to talk to me when we're not talking, but playing a game of, I don't want to let him know that I'm really interested in him, so I'm just going to wait and chill the fuck out, and hopefully he hurries the fuck up. Because something that y'all guys don't understand is women do this all day, every day. All day, every day. Looking at their phone, picking it up, looking, pick it up, looking, pick it up, looking. So don't think she's not like looking at her phone. But when they're doing this, they're waiting to see for your response because that's how it works, guys. So I don't want y'all guys to get the wrong impression on things, thinking that you got to get away with something when you are first meeting a woman. And that's where a lot of y'all guys go wrong in this. Y'all, I tell you, I already have it in my head. I already know what I want to say. So what I'm trying to tell you is, listen, I don't worry about what happens because I'm smooth at what I do. See, a lot of you guys are scared to reach over and hold a woman's hand. Like for instance, like when you meet a woman and you hug her and you bring her into your store, whatever, your place where you sound check. Not to say you got to grab every woman's hands, but sometimes you like to grab her hand and lead her. I mean, I love to do it. I tell you, I love to do that. And there's two things I love to do. I love to see a woman and, tell how sexy she is, good she looks and all of this stuff. And then after that, grab her hand and walk her with me wherever I want to go. Or when I'm in a car with her, because I know the average guy doesn't do this. When I'm in a car with her, not every light, but every few lights or something like that. Maybe 4 or 5 lights in between or whatever. I like every time I stop, I'll lean over, grab her hand and kiss her hand. I just like doing shit like that because I know the average guy won't do that kind of shit. But what I'm saying is that when I go for the kiss, I'm not just going to go for the kiss. I'm going to position myself to let her know that I'm going for the kiss. I'm going to kiss you. But she's going to know we're going to kiss by the way we talk to each other. But it's nothing like being able to be flirty with a woman or flirty with 2 women, because the woman that's taking my order can be just as flirty with me, and the woman across from me thinks that I'm flirting with the woman, because I've had that happen several times. See, when you have game, you're just doing it. You don't understand. Like if you ever have a woman with you and you pull up at a fast food restaurant or you're being served by a woman, you're gonna get why are you flirting in front of me? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean I'm flirting? Why do you have her laughing and giggling? Why do you have her smiling, blushing, laughing? Because that's what I am. I can touch them without touching them, kind of motherfucker. So you can't assume that you're not just this is how smooth guys are, man. We just talk to women, and the way we talk to them is so fucking smooth. Because we ain't rushing shit. We're not forcing a round peg into a square hole. What we're doing is we're actually giving her the tools to shape her round peg into a square hole. But we're not forcing her to do that. She's going to want to do it on her own when she realizes what we are and how we move and stuff like that, okay? Carlos asks, is this live? Yeah, let me see. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, this is live. Yeah, this is live, sir. This is live. Well, yeah, well, that's it. Right. Yes, they forced it because they feel like they're going to lose it. Steve, were you always this way, or did you have to transform your mindset and think this way? Serious question. No, this is a good question. Not a troll. It's not a troll. It's not a troll. I was this way, but I wasn't this way. I did told someone yesterday. If you want to see where I get my personality, just look up Ted Williams, Fox News, and you'll see my dad, and you'll see his fucking personality, and you'll see where I got the personality from. But remember, y'all learning the book, I got 2 different personalities. I had 2 different fathers. So from my father, he had personality. He was the ladies' man part. My stepfather was the hardcore part. So it was 2 different fathers. But what happened is that my personality comes from my father because I wanted to emulate my father. But I didn't learn game. It's once I learned game that I was able to see and understand why it is I'm doing what I'm doing, because I had a mentor to guide me and to help me. It's like, you remember Luke Skywalker he had the Force, but he didn't know how to use it properly. That's why Obi-Wan and fucking Yoda's ass tried to teach him how to manage the Force. That's how it was with me. I had it, but I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, man. I was just doing my own thing and shit, all right? But yeah, that's all. But let me see here. Guys, you got a question, put a Q in there. Let me change this up. Guys, you have a question, go ahead and put a Q in there. Gentlemen, we got about 30 more minutes left in the show. So let's, if y'all got any questions, go ahead and answer that. Guys, subscribe if y'all get a chance to go ahead and subscribe to the show. This is the Man Mindset. We teach y'all a different way of thinking. So when y'all get a chance, go ahead and like, subscribe, pass that on. Hey guys, I will be working on an Excuse Fairy Crunch commercial. I gotta make an Excuse Fairy Crunch commercial, so I will. I'm gonna work on that shit. But anyway, no, what I'm saying is that for you guys out there, this is why I love to talk to you guys, because I want to give you guys a different perspective of things. I'm not trying to force change in you. So please don't ever think that I'm trying to force you to be different. I'm just here to show you how to think a different way versus the way that you're thinking right now. We're not a cult. I'm not trying to get you to read and say weird words and all that other shit. I'm just trying to get you to see the game for what the fuck it is versus what you want it to be. Because there's a lot of layers that you got to get through, and you have to have more of an understanding of yourself and how you operate, okay? Your motivation, and again, not my motivation, your motivation is to, once you begin to trust you, it's weird. You will begin to embrace yourself. That man in the mirror, the one that you love. See, you don't know what sexy is yet until you become sexy. You don't know what bad is until you become bad. Like y'all say, oh, that bitch is bad, or she's sexy, she fine. Damn, girl. Then you don't have game. See, when you have game, she isn't sexy. She isn't beautiful. She isn't fine, because you're beautiful. You're sexy. You're fine as fuck. And she has got to prove that she's sexy, because anybody can put makeup on really well and look the part, or spray that shit on their face and look the part. But a man goes past what's on the surface and goes below. Sexy is not what you see. Sexy is how she behaves towards you. That is sexy. And let me tell you why. Oh, I got you saying, Matthew. Just remember, think about this, gentlemen. I'm being serious, not being funny. Some of you might remember, or if not, ask your mom about this. Ask your mom about her grandfather, not her father, but her father's father, and ask her how long he was married for. Because back in the day, you always hear, your grandfathers back in the day, they were married for like 50 years, 60 years. It was a long time back then, right? But what a lot of you guys don't understand, and this is a maturity thing, of course, is that what you see in a 65-year-old marriage are two wrinkled ass motherfuckers that are holding hands, walking down the park. But what they see is what they see themselves when they first met. The beauty is going to fade, guys. We're all going to get old. We're all going to break down. Our body's going to break down until we die. But he saw beauty in her, and the beauty wasn't on the surface, you surface dwellers. The beauty was about what she brought to his world. She, every year or every 10 or every 20 years that her metabolism slowed down and she started getting old and wrinkly, she was still sexy in your great-great-grandfather's eyes, because sexy isn't what she is. Sexy is what she does. And what she was doing was continuing to show loyalty, respect, and honoring that man as king, God, and governor of that fucking household. No matter if she was 23, 43, 63, or 83, your great great grandfather saw her like she was the first time they met. That's when you know it's real. Because a lot of you guys, you surface dwellers, you expect these women to maintain their look for fucking 40, 50, 60 years. Our bodies are not built that way. We're going to get old. And I know a lot of you young motherfuckers don't see that shit, but sexy isn't in the wrinkles. And it can be for those that appreciates and respects his woman. But the sexy is in the loyalty and the respect and the honor that she gave your great grandfather. And that's why they are like they are. So I'm just saying for you guys out there, don't look at, when you guys look at older couples and shit like that, y'all just don't understand that beauty is going to fade. And if you're just loving someone because they're beautiful and they're not beautiful on the inside, then you have seriously fucked yourself over. Because a lot of you guys you listen to me. A lot of you guys fall in love with makeup. That's it. You fall in love with a weave, eyeliners, nails. The same way a woman falls in love with that shit, you fall in love with her. But you're not really falling in love with her. You're falling in love with what she puts on. And that's the problem. Men don't fall in love with what they see. They fall into respect with what they deal with, because what they see is going to fade. I promise you. I'm sorry. Not trying to be the bearer of bad news. Let me give you a prime example. If a lot of you guys smoke, you're going to have lung problems when you get older, and you're going to have to take medication for the lung problem. And that lung or that medication you might have to take to keep living is going to give you a side effect. You might lose your hair. You might have erectile dysfunction problem. I mean, there's a side effect. For a lot of you guys that drank a lot of shit, your kidneys are going to take a lot of damage. But then there might be things you got to take for your kidneys that might have a side effect. So I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just trying to let y'all see the world for what it is. Well, let me ask this question right here. I had planned to invite a woman over to eat some cooking I had put together. Sally, I never set a time that we agreed on a Wednesday, but I texted her Monday and she told me she was late to work. And I said, enjoy your day. And she said it back. I stopped texting and she didn't text me back. Was I wrong to text back because the date never happened? Wait a second. You plan to invite her over to eat some cooking you put together. But you see why you fucked it up. See, you just said come over for some cooking. But you didn't even fucking set a time. Okay. If you don't tell them what to do, you can't tell them what to do. I'm setting a time. I'm telling you where I want you to be, and I want you to wear this because I like looking at you in your black jeans, or I like you in a red dress. That's how I want to see you. But you're not even painting the picture. Baby, I got to get out there. Why don't you come over my place? You know what? I would love for you to try my dessert that I make from scratch or whatever it is. I would love for you to come over. And I'd love for you to come over, I don't know, Monday at 9:00. Well, I can't make it at 9:00. Okay, well then let's go Tuesday. Well, I can't make it, then I'm done. Because if you're not going to give me an alternative time, I'm not wasting my fucking time. But you see where you fucked up. See, you are doing a half-ass job, and men don't do half-ass jobs. You've got to tell her and give her the details so when you're kicking her ass to the curb, she'll know that, look, this is why I keep telling you character is so fucking important. because you guys are not talking to women. You're not even instructing women on to do things, man. Once I learned game, can one recognize the game in others? No, stop. See, that's the problem. Once you learn game, you're not going to give a fuck about the others. Woo, see that? Once you learn game, you're not going to give a fuck about anybody but yourself. You're not going to recognize game in others. You're not going to give a fuck about anybody else. And that's when you'll start learning. But it's levels to that shit, man. Levels to that shit, brother. Yeah, now there are a lot of men focus on having the baddest, prettiest women instead of the women that have a good personality. And that's what I'm saying, guys. That's why I tell you 7, 8, 9, and 10. 11, 12 on up. It doesn't matter. But you don't want any mud ducks or grogs. I throw them aside. But I'm saying you can have a 7 and she treats you like a god. That'll move her up to 10. She can be an 8 and she treats you like a god and a king. That'll put her up to a 12. You can have a 9 that treats you the same way. That'll move. I mean, it's the treatment that makes her sexy. It's not the shit she cakes on her face where she's got to lay in the bed and suck in her stomach to pull on some pants that are like 2 sizes small, or to put a push-up bra knowing her titties hit the fucking floor and shit. But I'm telling you, you're going to have to recognize that. And I'm also, wait, I need to show y'all something. Because it's not just recognizing that. You got to know game to manage women. Let me see if I can play this for you. Let me turn this down. I don't know if you can hear what she's saying. Let me see if I can turn it down. All right, let me see if I can play it for you. My dog sent this over to me. I was like, dude, I need to post this shit. This is fucking dope. Hold on, let me see. All right, let me post this shit. Okay. So I am going to turn up the volume and let me open this up and let y'all see it while I'm playing it. Okay, it's this right here. Okay, this one I'm about to play for you. Here we go. Shit. Hold on. Fuck. Hold on. That's my timey shit. Hold on a second. Let me turn up the volume. Wait. Let me see if I can play it. It won't play. Shit, I don't want to play. Hold on. I'm gonna close my phone. Let me try it one more time. So basically, she's with a man she's talking to him. Oh, why won't it play? Shit.
What is it?
Oh, where's it at? Hold on. No, that's not it. Where the fuck is it? I got it, but that's it. I just had it, but I can't. Hold on, let me see if I can show me the photo.
Oh, babe, before I forget, can you have a look at the...
All right, so what she's saying is, honey, can you forget? I need help. Fuck, why won't I?
Oh, babe, before I forget. Oh, babe, before I forget, can you have a look at the bathroom door? Keep getting stuck.
I sent this shit to 1950. Play it off 1950 shit. Send that shit to 1950. Let me see if I play that shit.
Oh, babe, before I forget, can you have a look at the bathroom door? It keeps getting stuck. I'm not a builder. Oh, babe, before I forget, can you have a look at the bathroom door? It keeps getting stuck. It's still dripping. Do you think you can have a look at that? Well, could you at least have a look at my car? The engine oil light's been on for ages.
I am not the mechanic. Hey, how's your day?
Yeah, good. Neighbour came and helped with those jobs.
No, what do you think?
Well, he said he could make him a cake. I'll sleep with him. bacon.
See, she's trying to get her man to do some shit around the house, and he keeps ignoring her and saying he's not this, he's not that. So then she said she met another guy that he said, you can either bake me a cake or have sex with me. And he said, the husband says, well, what kind of cake did you make him? And she said, I'm not a baker. Meaning that you got to, it's not just fucking the woman. You got to learn how to maintain what you have. Because if a woman doesn't feel, I'll tell you from a particular side, if they don't feel that they're appreciated, they're going to find someone that does appreciate them, and their loyalty is going to shift. The shit is going to shift. So I just wanted y'all to see that. I wanted y'all to, that's a great analogy. When you get a woman, okay, well, I just explained to you what it was. It wasn't coming in clear. I just explained what it was. Let's see here. Yeah, so let me see here. Okay, so we're good. So yeah, but I was just trying to show you guys that, you know, it's not just, see, y'all guys think it's just having sex with women. It's not that, man. It's not that. It's being more than that. Let's see here. Let me see if I'm caught up with questions. Yeah, guys, I got questions. Go ahead and but like I was saying before, I'm saying that beauty is not what she takes on, and that's the problem with you surface dwellers. You judge women on the surface, and a lot of you never take the time to see her for what she was, what she is, with the makeup off, or with the weave off, and all that other shit. That's where sex and not sexiness comes from, but it's that in a combination of how she treats you as a man. So if you're looking for sexy and you're thinking it's the woman, then you don't know what sexy is. Sexy and being beautiful and being fire hot and all those other words you give women, you have to be that. Because every woman that you meet is not sexy. Every woman you meet is not sexy. She has to earn sexy. She has to earn beautiful. But you guys just hand that shit over to these motherfucking women like they don't have to do anything. You just because you know how to put up makeup really well, just because you know how to put on, why do you think they go to the fitting room? Why do you think the fitting room has mirrors, not only at the top, but 4 sides? Because when she wears those pair of jeans, she's looking from the back, from the side, from the front. Why? Because every one of you going to be looking, some of you going to be seeing it from the front, some of you going to see it from the side, and some of you going to see it from the back. Why is she getting the Victoria's Secret push-up bra? Because she knows if she smashes her titties together, some of you weak motherfuckers going to fall for smashed titties. When she puts on her makeup, some of you guys going to fall in love with that. When she puts on a wig, some of you guys going to fall in love with that. But you're actually falling in love with the material. You're actually calling what you think is sexy is what she's wearing. Thus, it shows you your fear is in makeup. Your fear are in clothes. Your fear are in nails and hair and lipstick. And you don't even realize it, man. You don't even realize that your fear, and I think I'm gonna do a show on that. Your fear, you are scared of makeup, clothes, and wigs. That's gonna be probably Tuesday's show. You're scared of makeup, clothes, and wigs, and you don't even fucking know that. Matter of fact, no, you know what? I'm gonna get that. The car not cover that shit. Car not gonna cover that shit on Tuesday. You are scared of makeup, clothes, and wigs. And that's a fucking shame. They created manospheres because of makeup, everything, makeup, clothes, and wigs. Because that's what you fall in lust over. That's what you are scared to talk to her because. Because some women, even back in the day, guys, they used to have this thing called a girdle. before the internet. And what a girdle was this thing that she put around her midsection, and they tied that bitch as tight as they fucking can. I don't know if they tied it this way. I'm just saying they tied it really tight. So all the cellulite and fat condensed itself to give her a shape in which guys are attracted to. So don't think it hasn't happened. So that's what we're gonna definitely gonna talk about that on Tuesday. Look at that. Look for that Tuesday show. Why are guys scared of makeup, clothes, and dresses, and eyeliner and wigs? That's gonna be the thing. Because if you think about it, that's where the fear comes from. She throws that on because she's insecure, but you're intimidated by you're not intimidated by the woman. You're intimidated at how she fixes herself up. That's what y'all don't even fucking understand. We'll talk about that shit on Tuesday. Y'all see what I'm talking about. I know y'all missing it. Y'all can't see it. But when you start to see it, you'll see how silly you are. Because everything you're fucking intimidated by is fucking a lie. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. I'm gonna have in the thumbnail, I'm gonna have a woman magician. Because y'all motherfuckers are caught in the illusion. Yeah, man, exactly, E-Dog. Nothing new under the sun. They have been doing this since the 1800s, the 1900s, the 1400s. Guys, y'all act like women have never concealed or wore things to attract men. Y'all, I mean, it's the damnedest thing, man. It's the damnedest thing. But in order for you to grow as a man, you need to see that. Guys, any last question? Guys, we're here. We got about 8 more minutes. Any more questions y'all got? We do our 3 hours. Any more questions y'all got? I got you. Last round of questions. That's what we're here for. But to bring this full circle is that I know that and listen to what I'm saying. When I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you watching me right now. From your home, if you're in your car, wherever the fuck you at, I'm talking to you as an individual. And what I'm saying to you as an individual is that I do believe in you, but I can't believe in you all the way because you've got to meet me halfway in you believing in yourself. And it's not about believing in yourself, but it's why do you believe in yourself? What is it about you that makes you special to you? And when you see that, you are going to operate different than every other person. Because I'm only talking to, see, this show is not for a collective of guys. I'm only talking to you right now. Because it's you and I right now in the comfort of your fucking home or your motherfucking apartment or your car. We're talking one-on-one. And I'm just talking to you. And I believe in you, okay? I do. All right, say, you think it's sinful to have more than one woman? Well, here's the thing. Okay, Edo, I am not here to tell you what you should do. I can only say to you, my friend, that if you choose to have one woman or 10 women, what your spirituality is none of my business or anybody else's. You got to be the one to live with it. Now, I'm not a religious person, but if I was, I mean, I believe in me as a God, but I'm only religious to myself, but I call my rules and shots, man. I don't live by a book. I told you that I live by 3 laws. Law of the land, don't kill anybody. Law of the street, don't go 75 into 20. And if you're at your job, do your job. That's all I believe in. But outside of that, I create anything the fuck I want. So whether it be 1, 2, 6, or 10. I can justify it because that's what I want. But if you question it, then don't have it because you don't believe in it. Okay. So don't do that. Well, it's the same reason why you guys are insecure. Because a lot of you guys have mommy in them. See, the women are insecure because they're supposed to be. You shouldn't be insecure about yourselves, but y'all are. Y'all are insecure about your body. You're insecure about how you look. You're insecure about your height. You're insecure about your dick. You're insecure about your car, your clothes, your status, your money. You're insecure about a lot of things, how you move in this world. So, and the problem is women are supposed to be insecure because women are emotional. And that's why they get a free pass from me, because they're supposed to be insecure. And that see, when you can make an insecure woman feel secure in herself, that's where the addiction comes in. But why would a woman want to be with somebody? Women don't see, there's this term that women don't want to date themselves. So a woman doesn't want to be with an insecure person because an insecure person is on the same level her. She don't want to date her fucking self and shit like that, man. So just think about that, Richie. I mean, I don't care why she's insecure. I'm just saying that she's just emotional, man. I mean, again, she's worried about every part of her body. Her eyes, if her eyes start having lines in it, she'll get Botox, or she does this and there are lines here. You know, that freaks her out. She can pinch this much of fat. I can't even pinch that shit. She can pinch that much of fat and think she's 100 pounds overweight. But that's all attached to her emotions. So what she is not your concern, more or less, that what are you going to be for you to take away her insecurities where she is loyal and follows you? That's the question you got to ask yourself. That's the part of the game that you need to know. But also what you do need to know at the end of the day is that you must, before you go to bed, is to think about the graveyard. Gentlemen that listen to me, always remember, everybody in the graveyard, they've all had one thing in common. And that is they thought they had tomorrow coming. Live every day like it's your last. Not say it's going to be your last. Live every day like it is your last. And you're going to win in this. Want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat room. Appreciate you guys. You need to get at me. Get at me at themanmindset@gmail.com. 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 Guys, this weekend is my weekend to get everything together. Guys, you don't know what I mean by getting together. Ooh, not that shit. Whoa, that was from earlier today, guys. I'm sorry. I was like, dude, please strike that from the record. Y'all know the fuck. I'm telling you, I'm trying to get everything together. I'm showing you a cuddle party. I'm sorry, dude. Hold on. That was earlier today's show. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Y'all like, Steve, what the fuck? No, man, I'm saying, guys, I'm this weekend, I'm going to bust really hard to get this together. Please, guys, understand this. We're going to create a virtual reality where I'm going to exercise and work out and do things on my headset. I got just about everything together. I'm going to work really hard this weekend to set up the Twitch so I can begin the process of you joining me while I'm in my virtual reality and stuff like that. I want you guys to join me while I'm working out, where when I'm working out, shooting, killing, stabbing zombies, boxing, or riding my bike, we'll be able to teach game. I will have a Twitch chat in the virtual reality set that you see right there, where I'll be able to talk to you while I'm working out, and it's game while you're learning game, guys. Remember, that's the thing that I'm doing, trying to innovate this thing. Nobody else is doing it, guys. That's what we do over here. We try to innovate. So, gentlemen, what you see here, let me show you one last time. If you want to be a part of that, which you don't have to, it will be live on YouTube, Facebook, and all these other places, but I can only talk to the people that log into this right here. If you sign up, this is where you go. Just follow it, and you can be able to chat. So I won't be able to talk to anybody else but those people that are in the Twitch TV. All right. I just want to let y'all know that. So just to let y'all know, I want to talk to y'all, but I won't be able to talk to y'all unless y'all are in there. Okay. Yeah, I think he's scared. Yeah, that's yeah, I know it's scary. That's a good one, dog. I poke fun of myself too, guys. I fucked up, man. But I will create an Excuse Fairy Crunch cereal commercial. I promise you, I will create one. It's gonna be Excuse Fairy Crunch cereal. I already got it together. I just haven't put it together. So I'm gonna work on that as well this weekend and stuff. But gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys. Y'all are great men. You just got to realize that you are great. Once you realize your greatness, once you realize what you bring to the table, the world is your oyster. And gentlemen, we have a show with EO tonight. Tomorrow night on Monday. Guys, go to my Twitch. I did release that video for you. I told you about. It's on my Twitch, okay? No, my TikTok. On my TikTok. I did that video for you about standing on your four. I did it around 3:30 in the morning or some shit like that. So you should have that. I told you I was going to do it. I forgot to tell you I got that, Richie. So check that out. Anyway, guys, I'm the Dean. It's the Man Mindset, man. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow, guys. If you need me, send me an email, send me a name, send me a number, and you're ready to learn. I am ready to teach you, to show you how to find the core of yourself. Guys, I'm out.
Just like that, Man Mindset. Just like that, Man Mindset. Have a good night, the show is over. Take notes and use what the dean has told you. Now with dating, your game is colder. No hesitation when you approach her. Gotta level up, gotta keep on rising. Till you the best, got the touch like Midas. Now you got style, you got all the women flocking. So many options, now you got it popping. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, just like that, Man Mindset. Gotta come back again. Hey, just like that, Man Mindset. Email the manmindset@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, and share. Let's go.